Hello, everyone, and a very pleasant evening to you wherever you may be. This is a special edition of the Easy Allies podcast where we will be reacting to reacting to our reactions of the Game Awards, the 10th Game Awards 2024, and we are joined by special guests, Kyle Bosman.
I just need to take this opportunity to make it clear that while it was the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards, it was the 11th ceremony.
Yeah, we were confused because Keighley was like, next time's the 12th.
He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. I was confused.
Wait, what does that mean?
I don't understand it.
What do you mean it's the 10th anniversary but the 11th ceremony?
So like when you're a 10-year-old child, it's your 9th anniversary being on the planet.
Right.
Okay, but that's not how
I
know.
And Brandon Jones. Woo! And of course, Gabby Montoot.
Woo!
And Blood and Isla are downtown,
partying,
schmoozing, greasing palms. But we are joined by none other than Don Casanova.
Yes,
holding it down.
Michael Damiani.
Yes, and save the best for last. Save the best for last. You killed it. I was gonna say, and Michael Damiani, how are you feeling?
Don's still trying to process Nick Foles, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He's a little distracted. It's okay.
There's some football conversations going on behind the scenes, everybody. Absolutely. The Game Awards just ended, so we are going to be going over all the announcements, all of it in detail. As you know, 7-hour podcast. Please settle in.
Not this time.
Not this time. But first, we got to check in. We'll check in with Bosman. How was the show, dude?
It was a fun show. It was a fun show this year. Any notes?
Any notes?
What note would I like? Hey Jeff, great show, but
yeah.
Hey Jeff, great show, but you know what? Okay, we always talk about this.
Yeah.
When you're playing a video game and a character's like, ooh boy, another like on rails level. And so it's like, okay, then don't make an on rails level if the character's going to complain about it.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, like, I understand it's a thing that has to happen. We talk about this a lot. Rattling through the awards really quickly.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, for sure. And
then just to have some Muppets come on and say,
this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like acknowledging it. It's kind of like a nod that, like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But, it's a reality. But anyway, that would be my note.
I feel like the Muppets this year really helped with the optics.
The 8, yeah.
Yeah.
The optics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were addressing what everybody was probably thinking, and they were making a joke about it, and just making it like you said, like, oh, we know, blah, but
audience surrogates,
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I thought they did their job very well.
And Muppets are cute.
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf, if you didn't watch the Game Awards and you're listening to this podcast, the two old guys.
Yeah. Incredible.
Up in the balcony. The critics.
Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
Checking in with you, man. How you been?
I've been great. Been doing well.
I don't believe him.
Have not played.
I don't believe him.
Have not played a lot of games, a lot of new games in 2024. First year that I have not played any of not a moment, not a second of any of these 6 games that were nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you would go nuts on Balatro.
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah, I'm scared.
He would wear out his screen. Dude.
I mean, obviously, yeah, mobile for me would be the way to go. And I really should play Final Fantasy because I love the first one.
Have you played a lot of Balatro, Kyle?
Yeah.
How much?
Hell yeah.
So I'm up to.
You don't even want to know how many hours she has.
Oh, okay. I'm not as many.
I
was actually
sickening.
So I'm trying to get all my chips. So like you take on the handicaps, right?
Yeah.
I got dos mas, 2 more.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I think
so
I'm
that's where
right there with you. Yeah, the last like.
Bueno.
I'm sorry. This is the one of 2 days a year I get to be nasty to Kyle. So I'm taking the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm taking
So
the
did you do all your
opportunity.
chips? You've done them all?
Ask her how many hours she has in Balatro.
I don't care
Kyle.
how many hours. I want to know about accomplishments.
Yeah, I got gold on one deck, and I have at least 3 levels of chips on every deck.
Very nice.
But
Very
then
nice.
a couple more, I have like 3 left or something. Yeah,
Now
nice.
ask her how many hours she has in the game.
Okay, now how many?
400.
And there's still that much progression to go. That's great. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm going to be playing this game until I die.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
For
the goal
I'm playing it on the
of any
plane
developer.
home. Yeah.
Jones, you got a children's book coming out.
It's out.
It's out.
Oh.
Oh, dude, it's out.
I thought it was out until like March or something.
I know you're not like you got your finger on the pulse of the children's book industry.
I thought it was out in March, raves Kyle Bosman.
Yeah.
The back of the book.
Tweet that out, I'd appreciate it.
Please.
Just any sort of word of mouth you can do, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be great. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it.
Oh, it's too good.
Yeah, it's called Read It Again. You can buy it to Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Where books are sold.
I was ready to have a 10-minute ambush spoiler mode on the Penguin, but he hasn't finished it, so we can't.
There's no way you haven't finished the Penguin.
I know.
That's
I was
crazy.
ready to spit for 10 minutes about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
hot takes? First 2 episodes?
Hot takes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not ready.
I'm not, yeah, no, we're moving on.
Okay.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Yeah,
I can make room for other things. I'll get around to this.
Yeah.
Well, your busy
What's up,
schedule.
Dom?
Did you
I got a little bit of time before the Batman 2. Just a little bit of time.
get to catch
Clayface.
the long-awaited releases of Tetris DX and Tetris NES version on Switch?
I'm saving it for my precious Twitch audience.
Okay, but that's
I'll
a big
get on
deal
it.
to you, right?
Excellent.
Like that's a pretty big deal because
Oh,
those haven't come out,
yeah.
like the NES version, right? That's the first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
ever since its original release, right? Mm-hmm. Dang.
I mean, you're not. Why do you say right at the end of that sentence? You know.
Well, you know more about
confirming.
Tetris than I
You're the
do.
master.
I'm
Right.
literally just repeating
confirming.
a comment.
You need to be
A comment on
knowledgeable
Blue
about
Sky
something,
that
Kyle.
said,
Don't be
"Oh,
rude."
it's the first time it's ever been released," and I didn't fact check it. So
all right,
I
okay,
figure
fair
you
enough.
probably would know more. So I'm just like putting the question mark at the end to cover my butt. You know.
Right. No, it was never on Virtual Console or anything. It was.
Well.
Yeah, it's-
All right, let's get into it.
Yes.
We are going to rapid fire through some of these, but we're going to hit all the big game announcements of the Game Awards 2024. We're going to dive right in. We're going to start with the opening act, which I'm sure pleases Bloodworth because, as you know, Kyle, this guy criticizes pre-show. What is a pre-show? I mean, this is the biggest personal vendetta I've ever seen. So now they
Except Train
change.
Space Reflections.
Actually, that's my question.
What?
Did they change the name to the opening act because of Bloodworth?
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a lot of influence. there was a pre-show.
giant-
GameSpot was doing it with Giant Bomb.
Yeah,
That's right.
I got some of
Yeah.
that. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I wandered in the background looking very panicked and confused, hoping somebody would notice, but I don't think anyone did.
Oh, now I got to watch it. How long was it?
That's a
Comb
good
through the footage.
It's a
Yeah.
good test for TDs, or if they're not paying attention and stuff. They don't catch stuff like that. Yeah.
That's nice. Test the people who are working.
I
Who are
mean,
working very hard.
So first up, let's get into it. We started off with a bang. Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Metroidvania Ninja
wait,
Gaiden.
did they confirm it's
Who said
Metroidvania?
Metroidvania?
It looks like a Metroidvania.
Okay, let's
stop,
stop throwing
stop,
words
stop,
around like
stop. You cannot just
does
throw
not
out
look like
it's a
a-
Metroidvania
hey,
without
hey.
confirming it, bud.
This does not look like a simple beat 'em up because
But it's
we are
not Emu, though.
And
Yeah.
it's from the makers of Blasphemous, which is a celebrated Metroidvania 1 and 2, 10 out of 10. Don't
I'm
skip.
just gonna. You keep talking. I'm gonna get the press release.
Yes,
a new
please.
twist to the side-scrolling Ninja Gaiden series experience.
Yes.
It's old school gameplay with new mechanics. So looks like it's a side scroller. It's not a Metroidvania.
It's probably level based if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
it's
right,
definitely
all right,
looking
all
like
right,
it's
all
level
right.
based.
Okay, all right. Keep me in check here, Damiani. Well done.
Looks really nice pixel art though.
Yeah.
Really nice. And one of my favorite things, Jones, do you love when they do this? Yes, I need your analysis. When they go anime cutscene for like a minute and a half into gameplay. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I always love just straight gameplay. I think if you can pull it off, really, really works. I'm curious if any of the anime stuff is going to make it actually into the game or if there's more
Probably the
stuff that we haven't
opening.
seen yet
Yeah,
that's going
I
to be
hope-
making
I
it into
hope-
the
Well,
game.
they had all those scenes, right? In the original.
Yeah, and it doesn't, in this case, it doesn't like really inform too much of what I'm seeing. It's not like it kind of leads in like we need to do this, animate this part so you can understand this bit about the story or about characters before we go into the gameplay.
Well, it's the reveal of Ryu Hayabusa, right?
Right.
The more modern Ninja Gaiden guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who we are. I don't know Blue
Well,
I don't know Blue Guy.
So I forget who they are, but it is straight up just a reimagining of the original Ninja Gaiden in this game.
God.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Because this whole sequence here is from the opening of the original Ninja Gaiden. It's the field
it.
thing, but it's all sprite based in the original one. But this stuff afterwards is all like, what the heck is this? This is kind of new. So
Yeah.
Yeah, all this setting stood out to me though, right? Because there's no modern urban.
Exactly.
This is all.
That's what-
So this is like a prequel to everything, I guess. Right?
Not a single helicopter
It
is
must
what you're
be.
saying.
They said it's
Yeah,
a modern reimagining, Dawn. So I imagine
all
they're.
like feudal
It's not
Japan or
literally the
something.
same setting. They're probably going to have it like in a modern setting.
Right. Yeah. Full disclosure, anyone who knows me knows I love difficult games. I love them. Ninja fucking Gaiden Black.
Yeah.
I've never beat it. To me, that's the hardest game ever made. One of. Like that, I always think of that in the top 5 hardest games I personally have ever played, Ninja Gaiden Black. So I wonder how difficult this one will be.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you're going to fight a tough boss and bail.
Oh, for
I
Huber?
will not bail on this.
No.
Where are you at?
Where's your
Where
Nine
are you at in Nine Souls
Yeah,
right
where's
now?
your
Yeah.
Nine Souls progress?
I rolled credits, bruh.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
what's
go.
up?
Okay.
Take
Okay.
true ending.
Hey,
What's up?
if you handled Hollow Knight, you
True
can
ending.
handle
No, wait,
this.
what are you doing
Yeah.
to get the true ending?
You have to make sure you feed the guy all the poisons. And choose a very specific dialogue option, which I got really lucky.
Oh,
because-
fuck. I just matched
yeah.
that dialogue.
Ooh, careful.
Oh, no,
I think it's on top,
Kyle.
though. I think you're good.
Okay,
It is
okay.
the dialogue option on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Ninja Gaiden for .emu. I mean, they're killing it.
Yeah.
They're killing
yeah.
it.
Streets of Rage 4. Freaking Turtles. I know they didn't. They just
published it.
produced that one.
Yeah.
They published it exactly. Still though, the beat 'em up renaissance continues. It's out of control. We
Heck
just
yeah.
had Power Rangers the other
Watching it,
day,
yeah,
and
that was
it
sick.
is so good. Yeah. So beat 'em ups continue to thrive.
So many franchises we weren't even talking about or thinking about
Yeah.
going into this show that just
Yeah.
all of a sudden popped up out of nowhere.
Ninja Gaiden. I know that is. That is huge,
Overall, I got a
Jones.
very like retro vibe.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
show. There were a lot of little oldies but goodies.
I also want to say it
Came
looks
up.
like it is
Feels
definitely. I think they took a look at their contemporary spoof of this, the Messenger.
The Messenger.
It's because
Yep,
the whole
big
like
time.
parry off projectiles
Totally.
and bouncing. That's like bread and butter of the Messenger. You're seeing it a lot in this gameplay, but this is the OG. You know, they gotta
So sick.
they gotta step up and elevate their gameplay. So I think they need to
Yeah.
do it here.
That part where you're jumping and hitting the skulls to get up higher looks diabolical.
I bet it will be.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden doesn't mess around.
By the way, there was a moment where I said Jones is furious right now. Don't let me end the podcast without
okay.
forgetting about the Jones is
I
furious.
won't
again.
Oh,
Okay, you too, Don. Don't forget this.
missed out on being furious. Damn.
Next
Yeah.
up, pre-show again. Trying to get through these quick was moving. The moving one where you're
Yeah.
moving
Oh,
houses.
yeah.
Same publisher as Balatro.
Yeah. To me, moving is the most stressful thing of all time.
Yeah.
So I want no part of this
Also,
game.
also on the stressful list is putting things down in a VR game. Holding an object
Yeah.
and
Oh,
is
putting
that
it
VR?
somewhere
Yeah.
is
it
not-
VR?
I mean,
I don't think it's VR.
Look how smooth you walk.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
but
Your
you do,
hands
you
are
do
super
have,
stretchy.
You have silly
Yeah.
indie hands for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't know. Moving freaks me out. I don't want to do
Mannequin
it.
hands.
No offense. I like the visuals though.
Yeah.
Next up, an absolute legendary game here, Slay the Spire 2. Also brutally challenging game. I really like the art style now, coming around for number 2. Looks great.
Improved.
Improved. I feel
Yeah.
like everything's just going to be refined, you know? That's why I love sequels so much, is because it's an opportunity to refine.
I think there was a moment in the trailer. There's a phrase I liked. I don't remember what it is, but it's essentially, I don't remember what it is exactly. They're talking about rolling with what you got. Adapt
Yes.
to whatever the run is giving you.
at that, dude.
Yeah, and I think that's like a really appealing thing because a lot of roguelikes, like talking about Balatro, right? I just want to I'm just always building a 2-pair deck no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm falling on the same. I'm looking for the same jokers. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the same
flush,
things.
or
Yeah,
straight, or
you can't make a straight deck, dude.
straight
horrified.
stuff. Yeah, straight
Yeah.
stuff.
So that's what I'm saying. So I love the idea that hey, you know, whatever the run is leading you in is the path you're going to take in this Slay the Spire 2. I think that's interesting.
Yes. I played a ton of Slay the Spire 1, never beat it once. It's so hard. It's so hard.
This guy
'Cause
loves hard games.
I'm a little bad at adapting, I feel like. You
Yeah.
know? I kind of just get my deck and I'm kind of just I don't know what to don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to min-max. Shout out.
2 ends.
Next up, Dave the Diver in the Jungle. Some DLC action for Dave the Diver.
Still going.
Yeah.
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 They come across
Indie darling.
Anaconda in there.
Yeah. Dave the Diver, incredible. And I feel, hear me out.
Okay.
I feel like Dave the Diver is the modern day Shovel Knight,
But it's not an indie game.
where it's just a beloved.
No, it's not going to work both ways.
Well, because it's so beloved, and Dave the Diver is kind of just like going out to different franchises, you know?
People come to Dave the Diver, but
Yeah.
nobody requests Dave the Diver
Right.
show up. in
Dave
their
is
game.
not showing up in like another thing.
Yeah.
Is Dave the Diver just
Dave
trying
and
to
Shovel
be
Knight,
cool?
though. Holy shit.
Dave the Diver is cool.
Okay.
Dave the Diver is cool.
Okay.
It's so cool.
I think 2B is the new Shovel Knight.
2B. 2B?
Yeah.
Because she's just in so many things.
Yeah, she just keeps popping up.
They got to
Sure,
fund
sure.
whatever
2B's got that
Yoko Taro's
budget,
third
though.
project. Their third one is.
Weird.
Here's the thing.
All right,
2B's high budge.
Okay, so we're
2B is like AAA.
Like obviously, like you think in like milliseconds, right? I saw Huber like raise his hand. He goes, "2B is high, but," and I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking but."
Oh.
I'm not talking butts. I'm talking budge.
This is me talking like in microseconds. Like I heard "but," and I'm like,
right.
"Huber, like
because it's such a big part of 2B's
but."
discourse.
Oh,
the
got you.
discourse
Yes.
around. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Don't worry.
That's
They're
right.
releasing a new $300 statue of 2B coming out, because of that very reason. So don't worry.
Love the pixel art. I have no idea what this DLC is about at all.
Going to land, apparently. Going to the jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going into the jungle.
It-
I would have liked just that something.
Yeah, David. I agree with you. Like it hasn't been long enough since we've seen Dave the Diver for like a little bit of DLC to be that exciting inherently, right?
Yeah,
so
But
yeah,
it's
I think you have
beautiful.
to show
I mean,
more.
the art is so much fun.
Yeah.
I assume he's going to be
And
not.
the music's great. The attitude's great.
Yeah.
But-
I assume there's not going to be as much diving if he's in the jungle. Maybe
knows?
it's Dave the Climber.
Yeah.
Like,
Not questions.
maybe he's,
I
like,
think are
diving
benefiting
in-
the project, but
Jungle lagoons.
yeah.
Amazon rivers.
Yeah. But a really wholesome, real awesome announcement. Late 2025, kind of far away,
That's-
but
yeah.
still awesome.
That feels like a Game Awards announcement. I mean,
Yeah.
not Game Awards. That feels like a Summer Game Fest announcement.
Next up was Thick as Thieves. Why do I not remember this one?
This is your favorite guy. This is Warren.
This is
Spector.
the.
That's right. Warren Spector, not my favorite guy.
Yeah, he's your
anymore.
favorite guy in the whole world.
Been kind of struggling lately with
this like
games.
the-
In my opinion,
Dishonored looking
I
game?
said that actually when this was announced.
Yeah.
Is like, and they keep bringing up of Deus Ex fame. That was so long ago. It's
Right.
like there hasn't been a more recent one than that. I mean, it's just like epic. Mickey
Is he like
miss.
Ridley Scott now?
The other like weird dungeon crawler that got like a 20 on Metacritic that was
was that?
terrible.
I don't even know what this
That
is.
game it was the biggest not good game in a long time. Like
All right,
so I'm
so
a
you
little
set the stage. You set the stage.
Yeah,
What
so
did
I'm-
you think looking at this game?
I'm skeptical. I mean, yeah, just
So first
there's a lot of what have you
multiplayer
done for me
thieving
lately
game.
in the industry, but like for real, Warren Spector, like what have you done lately? I don't want to like call him out personally, but
Did
like,
he do Thief as well?
Yeah.
back in the day? Yeah, a lot of back in the day games.
You're saying this guy's washed.
Oh.
I'm saying I hope this one is good.
Warren Spector's on
what game
fraud
you're
alert.
talking about.
Yeah, if this one is not good,
On
then
fraud
it's
alert?
Yeah.
He'll be
Next,
in jail with Peter
good
Mullen.
proof of concept trailer though. But hard. The
Okay.
proof is in the pudding.
I am so hyped
Gotta
on
play
the
it.
next one. I'm so fucking hyped
Oh.
for Shadow Labyrinth. Because when
Oh my God!
Yes!
You like it?
Did you see?
you like it,
Kyle, did
Metroidvania.
you, did you see the secret level? You saw it?
likes it.
No, I haven't seen the secret. I haven't seen any.
Kyle likes it.
Secret level started on Tuesday. Like, yeah, I haven't seen anything yet.
Dude, I didn't think you would be into it.
I'm so into it.
So
Okay.
Gabby and I
Imagine somebody's never heard of Shadow Labyrinth though. Right now, they're wondering why all these people are excited
Yes.
for Shadow
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
Shadow Labyrinth is a modern horror-themed reimagining of Pac-Man
There you go.
in a Metroidvania setting.
Yes.
There was a secret level of this episode that Don Casanova famously hates.
Okay.
Oh, famously.
Don't put
Okay.
on
It's only been out
blast.
since Tuesday. But it's famous. Okay.
Part of his persona.
Yes. Yes.
I stand by my opinion of the episode. However, this game looks sick as
It's
hell.
okay to
I'll
be
give you
wrong,
that,
Don.
Huber.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I stand by my criticism of the episode, though.
Hell yes.
So hold on. So the episode airing was like a secret
It's this.
backdoor pilot
Yes.
for this game.
Yes.
That's really cool.
That's pretty
this.
cool.
Huber, if the episode was anything like this game, it would be probably red.
Shadow Labyrinth
Yeah.
is a Pac-Man game. It's so hard to explain.
Unbelievable. Go ahead, Damiani.
Yeah, and because it doesn't have Pac-Man in the title, like I actually until Dawn brought up the B-roll, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, is this like what? Oh yeah, it's the Dark Pac-Man game because I also have not seen
Yeah.
the secret level episode yet. So
Guys,
Yeah.
watch Secret Level. What are you
Yeah, it's
doing?
chill. Secret Level
because
it goes
I'm
down
watching
quick.
other stuff first. It's holiday
like
time.
10 minutes
It's
long.
not holiday themed. I'm doing my holiday watches right now.
finish the whole thing in less than 2
last
hours.
year
Yeah.
I missed out on way too many holiday films. I waited too late.
I respect that, Damiani. I respect it.
I don't.
Okay.
So okay, imagine like a pretty standard Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Imagine it like you know what I mean. Like honestly, like there's parts of the trailer that wouldn't have sparked if it wasn't Pac-Man.
Totally.
But then there are Pac-Man elements.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it takes like you see
You
things
must
that
eat.
resemble
That's
the
so
maze,
scary.
and then there's a scary like
The
consumption.
ghost. I gotta know about the ghost.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know.
are they gonna be in this? Are they like inhabiting those bosses?
Yeah.
Like,
Pinky will be there.
Yeah.
The ghosts are
Blinky,
referenced
yeah.
in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it
Okay,
out. Dude.
okay.
Secret
All right.
level hype.
All right.
That's fun, man.
Crazy. I love when any kind of franchise, long running franchise especially, I mean, Pac Man's been around for decades, taking big, weird swings.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
So cool. Next up was Steel Paws. I think this was the cat one.
Honestly,
No, this was the PAL.
it was like anime styled.
Steel Paws.
There it is.
Oh, right,
pause
right, right,
here.
It was
right.
like a cinematic. Huber, there's not going to be too much to say about.
Yeah,
some of these
yeah.
games.
I still don't
Pause.
even remember this.
Yeah, don't hardly remember. And then Stallcraft, not Starcraft, everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Stallcraft.
Weird aesthetic on Stallcraft.
Operations, hardly remember that one. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. We saw 100 games. The next up was
Wait,
oh
did you see it was
shit.
from Yu Suzuki?
Steel Paws was from Yu Suzuki. Look at me,
There.
forsaking
Mobile.
Yu Suzuki.
He
Look at me.
forsook you.
Look
no,
what you made
no,
me
this
do.
is him forsaking you.
He's doing his
No,
best. You gotta pay
explain
the
it.
bills. The man's
Yes,
gotta eat.
he's gotta get the
This
funds.
is not the time to talk about this game.
We gotta
Okay,
get
all
the
right, all
funds.
right.
Yeah.
That
We
time
We
will
can
come.
acknowledge. We
time
can
will come.
acknowledge it's Yu
Yeah.
Suzuki.
And Dawn, the last game that he made was the Space Harrier inspired
Yes.
one, and it actually was really, really good. I finished it 2 credits. It was actually really fun. It's like a Space Harrier light thing.
Yeah, I
It was
didn't hang
cool.
with it long enough. Out of all the games that they could possibly convert to VR, Huber, I think that game would be incredible. Do you
You're
agree?
so right. 100%.
Yu Suzuki's got to
100%.
figure out a way to do this.
Dude,
that game
if
would
it-
find new life.
Yeah,
It could be a
re-release
system
that.
seller, I think.
I agree. I 100% agree. Next up was Midnight Murder Club. I remember Isla was pretty hyped on this.
This was always refreshing because you and I love to make fun of people writing scripts and faking online banter, like through the headsets while they're playing.
Yeah. That's
And this was really genuine. And like what you lose is I couldn't hear some of it, and some of it like they're laughing, and I'm not really 100% sure what the context is for the joke. But then you get like really honest reactions, and like I just think it's so much
Yeah.
better.
This
We
looks
actually
like-
didn't get any of that tonight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks like
treat.
it could be a super fun
fake-
multiplayer. Like, we'll land this for a group stream.
This totally feels like it has the finger on the pulse of the entire industry. These Lethal Company type 4-player creeping around games are so hot right now. I mean, this thing already has 500,000 people watching on Twitch. Like, it just screams that
But
to me.
it kind of is reminiscent of the Warren Spector game, just in terms of like maybe like vibes that they're trying to achieve. And look
Yeah.
at like this, where it's like, oh, we're seeing it right now. This looks like fun. Whereas
Red
the Warren
Dead
Spector
font.
thing's like, we'll see.
Yeah. Looks like there's 6 people going on, like teams of 2. Kind of crazy. We'll see how that one shakes out. The next one, though, it was not Sifu,
Oh my god.
but it was Rematch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chad had the best name
Rematch,
for it.
dude!
FIFA.
Sifu football, let's go!
These,
It's to explain it. Rocket League with humans.
Yeah! Great call.
On paper, that sounds kind of boring.
It's still like there's walls.
Yes, I said the same
It's
thing.
called soccer.
I said the same thing, Kyle. I said
Yeah.
these arenas look like Rocket League.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming off my favorite game of the last 5 years, Sifu. So whatever your next game is, Slow Clap, I am
I'm
1
in.
billion% in, and my expectations are sky high because I think Sifu is a legit 10 out of 10.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yes.
Seafood 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah.
Huber does.
It's
not a
legit
joke.
my favorite game in the last 5 years. I'm not even kidding. Yeah.
Yes, you are.
No.
5 years have gone
Yeah.
by.
Sifu.
Sifu number 1.
Sifu, baby.
I dare everybody to hold him to that.
Hold me
It
to
won't be
Hold
for
me to
another
it.
year because Grand Theft Auto 6
to
comes
it.
out in 2025.
man.
So
Yeah, it won't be 6 years in a row. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good though.
Yeah. A lot of moves. It kind of looks like the same thing over and over again, but there's a lot of fun, a lot of fancy footwork going
I think
on.
there's like the camera perspective makes it so appealing.
Yeah.
Every other soccer game, you're looking down
Accessible.
because you have
this
to
looks
make
like a
passes
game
through
I
everybody.
can play
Yeah.
and jump into and
And the
pick up pretty
combos
easily.
are going to be crazy.
Dude,
It's
yes.
going to be like, hit up twice and whatever, in order to dribble.
Do some bicycle kicks.
Yes.
Honestly,
Exactly.
there's a Switch Sports mode that's very close to this that is very fun.
Dude, it looks sick. Hear me out. It's 2024 coming into 2025, and crossovers are the biggest thing of all time. They sell so many things. It's so much money.
Love this transition so far.
Is this game gonna have Sifu crossovers or other kind of crossovers? Different like environments that we're playing in. What do you guys think?
Nah.
Because it seems pretty grounded here.
Yeah.
It seems grounded. We're playing football.
It's funding
I would say-
seafood too.
That's my only
better.
criticism of that one. Really, is it doesn't have some kind of Rocket League excitement to it.
Right.
There needs to be some kind of anti-gravity element or some more speed to it. It looks awesome as a soccer game. I mean, it looks really fun as a soccer game.
I
Because of
do-
the perspective.
I love that, Don.
I wonder how grounded it is in the rules of soccer. Like,
Yeah.
is there offside? Is there
Oh, hell no.
like when people are throwing in, do you
Right.
have to keep both your feet on the ground? Like all kinds of shit like that. You
Shout
said
out
yeah,
to-
there will be, Kyle. You think?
No, I don't think. Imagine a referee ending a match like in Rocket League. That would just stink.
Yeah. I mean, there's fewer
So-
players in Rocket League.
Yeah.
There's a lot fewer players in Rocket League.
Yeah. Do you think it's free to play?
Ooh, great question.
I think it is, and I think the answer is yes. There will be crossovers and lots of like silly things to put on your character
Yes.
and all that.
Yeah. Big
my
head
guess.
mode.
Let me play as the Sifu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabby loves Sifu as much as me.
Yeah, I do.
Best game in 5 years. Next up to close the opening act.
Tears of the Kingdom came out.
I actually was
Solasta?
the only Zelda game in the last 20 years that I wasn't really feeling. That's my hot take. It sucks. I know. I'm
You were
sorry.
hated Tatka.
I know. Tears of the
He
Kingdom.
didn't finish it.
I didn't even
How about,
finish it.
how about
I scrubbed out.
Echoes of Wisdom?
I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's on my list, though, before Goaties.
I promise it's worse than Tears of the Kingdom. So at least you'll have 2.
Yeah. Well, it'll definitely be worse than Sifu.
To close the show was Solsta 2.
No,
Solasta.
The opening show.
Solasta.
Yeah.
Solasta 2, cool name, cool little icky purple monster
Yeah, this
character.
is some Korean craziness.
Yeah,
Right?
gave me
Yeah.
Blizzard Core vibes here with this cinematic.
But then it looks like
Like a Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
type.
Gate style. Yeah. Maybe a little more
For the-
actiony, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close the opening act, though. Big deal,
It's a
apparently.
little like the Diablo, like cinematic. That
Totally.
last one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that was it for the opening act. And then we immediately kick off to an absolute megaton bomb that we knew about ahead of time, but we didn't know was going to be here. The show starts with The Witcher 4.
Yeah.
Which was an awesome trailer because they had me believing that it was a Witcher 1 remake.
Yeah.
Because of the way The Witcher 1 starts and that whole
pretty cool.
backstory of Geralt's first mission in The Witcher 1
So
and that opening
That's why
cinematic.
nobody's played
can I
Witcher 1.
ask-
That's
well,
wild.
can I-
A lot of casuals have not played Witcher 1 or
Yeah.
2, actually.
can
They
I
just dove into
ask
3,
you
but that's fine.
real quick? What
Yeah.
was anything going on here indicating that maybe it is literally the same scene, but Siri has showed up and is meddling with like time or something like that? Because the voices from the monster a little later made it sound like they were indicating something like that might be going on. but I don't know if I was hearing.
Damiani.
I don't know if
And
I
I
was
know
hearing
Witcher-
things.
Witcher makes good
or-
trailers,
Yeah,
man.
But also, I don't know The Witcher
Damiani.
very well, so I'm like, I only know the show. I'm a bad Witcher fan because I've only watched the show, and I haven't read the books, and I haven't played the game. So yeah,
There's
blood here for
there's
that.
a lot of like dimensional rifts and time-ish travel going on. So maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so for this. I think
Okay.
maybe they were just trying to mess with fans, mess with people maybe.
Cool.
But it is The Witcher 4 because we see Ciri. And an older Ciri, a grizzled, older Ciri here. This game is so far away,
Yeah.
but it was just so nice seeing a cinematic trailer.
You got to do
Yeah.
the math on that Cyberpunk trailer and just like, okay, how long?
And,
Oh no.
and-
no.
yeah, big
We're-
deal.
Worth saying though, like as opposed to a Cyberpunk trailer, they made a big note on the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
Like, hey, there's like an NVIDIA graphics card running this.
It's well, an
Unannounced,
unannounced
right?
RTX
Yeah.
GPU, and it's like, so you mean those new 50 series cards coming out next year? It's like,
Yeah.
those things are going to sell out much faster now, like from 2 seconds to the bots to less than 1 second to the bots now.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's like this is what like it is almost a peek at like what games could look like. It is kind of nice looking.
Dude.
It's not clearly as CG as the Witcher 3 CG trailers were, you know?
Dude, you're getting me too hyped, Kyle. You're getting me too hyped.
Games are gonna look like
Because
this,
look at
bro.
Cyberpunk, right? I mean, like Cyberpunk 2.2 just came out after like 4 years. They still patched that game. Cyberpunk now is a fucking masterpiece. Like they got there. So just everything they learned, not only from The Witcher 3, but from Cyberpunk, that whole journey that they went on of like, they announced a trailer maybe a little too soon. They took too long for the game to come
Maybe.
out. Yeah, and then the game had a lot of problems at launch, but they got there. They landed the plane. Cyberpunk is finally good. It was good years ago.
I mean, they also had issues with the Witcher remaster, right?
I
It was
have
like
issues with The Witcher remaster.
Oh, I thought it was
yeah.
pretty universal.
A lot of people, yeah,
Okay.
but I have issues. Mine
Just
is
remember your own
botched,
words of
but
wisdom,
yeah.
Huber. Wait 6 months. Wait 6
Exactly.
months. And then
CD
you'll
Projekt Red, wait a few months.
Wait, 6
Wait a couple patches, because even The Witcher 2, I mean, dude, you want to go all the way back? I mean, Witcher 1 was so botched when it came out, they had to make the Enhanced Edition. Same thing with The Witcher 2, and then Witcher 3 for the first month or so, also notoriously botched. Cyberpunk, botched. So, hopefully they've learned the lessons from, over a decade of game development, that this will take its time and come out fine.
Worth noting, 6.5 minute trailer.
Yes, long
long.
Oh, for
trailer.
the Game, that's why it's at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the Game Awards, that's a
but
big boy.
just so exciting, more Witcher.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of my favorite
Yeah.
games ever made. And
Yeah.
now we're getting more. That's so nice.
What's crazy is back in the day, me and Jones had that show where we review trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Killing Monsters, the one that ends with
Killing monsters.
Yeah, yeah,
and she
yeah.
says it in this.
Yeah.
That was a nod. It was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Oh,
best.
definitely.
It was a
definitely.
nod to that excellent trailer.
Yes.
Because I forget, there are no gods here, only monsters.
Only monsters.
And then she slays all those people.
Yeah,
At
dude.
least that guy.
yeah, yeah.
At least that one guy.
Okay, so just again, if nobody's seen it, right? It's like, hey, there's a sacrificial girl. She's going to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
She's the daughter of this village man, and they all believe in that if she does go sacrifice, that whatever beast that comes out of the waterfall won't harm them.
Mm-hmm.
Ciri says, "I'll go fucking kill the beast. It can't be that hard. You don't need to sacrifice anybody, right?" She comes back to town. She's like, "I killed the beast."
Yeah.
But somebody stabbed that girl.
Yeah.
Because she didn't go sacrifice herself. Was it the papa?
It seemed like
No,
it. Or the
no.
other guy.
No, it was the other guy. It was the guy who first called her out, like,
guy-
"Oh, look, there's a
Yeah.
Witcher here."
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of steps out in front of the crowd. He puts the crowd between.
Got it.
Puts
Yeah.
What are
himself
those
between the in front of the
events
crowd.
called? You can't change something in
A
time
canon
travel movie?
event or.
Anchor
Nexus
events or
event?
something. Nexus, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
So what?
something
You
like
can't,
that.
couldn't save her. You can't save her.
Yeah.
Damn, some of it looks so real. Too.
It looks so good. It blows me away.
Can't wait
dude.
for this to look good in like 10 years on the GPU that comes out then that'll actually run it close to looking like this.
Yeah.
PlayStation 6.
Because Cyberpunk you still can't run Cyberpunk at 4K 60 unlike anything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're pushing that tech, so you're looking for that bleeding edge stuff. This is going to be your new showpiece, your new measuring stick
Every
for
time.
that.
Dude, I will never forget my friend Jonathan Voxland. Shout out. First and last name. We went to his house because he had this insane supercomputer the day The Witcher 1 came out. And we played it. And it was a showpiece.
His ears are
Witcher-
burning right now. He's like, what the heck?
Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, they're all showpieces.
Yep.
There is no reason to believe that The Witcher 4 will not be a showpiece as well. Next up, we're just getting another Elden Ring.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well,
What the hell?
okay,
Elden Ring 1.5, we should say, maybe?
No. Multiplayer Elden Ring.
said
I know!
Standalone.
Standalone, they said multiple times.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Co-op. They said co-op specifically.
Yes.
Elden Ring Night Rain. I have a few details here, courtesy of Kotaku, because they get the press releases like Bloodworth does. Not me, though. I'm a small fry. The standalone game takes place in a world parallel.
Ooh.
No.
No.
Fucking multiverse. Are we really doing this? Parallel to the one in the 2022 game. And I'm out. And we'll I'm in, but I'm out. And we'll pit players against randomized encounters in a smaller version.
No, it's the Chalice
Let me
dungeons
finish.
made an open world.
Yeah, I know. This, I don't like this. We'll pit players against randomized encounters in a smaller version of the map every time they pick up and play. The challenges will scale through a day and night cycle, with players facing a Night Lord boss on the third night. It'll be on,
Majora's
all the.
Mask, okay.
Yeah. From Software says players will never experience the same playthrough twice.
I will challenge that.
Multiple players will be able to band together against tough enemies and brutal bosses in what seems almost like a live service roguelite.
Oh.
They'll explore
seems
dangerous
like-
parts of the map for better weapons and greater rune rewards, and uncover sites of grace to level up heroes. Each run will get players closer to unraveling the story and bestow lasting stat bonuses. So there's that roguelite element. I love that. I love roguelites. I'm actually in. There also seems to be more flexibility and versatility in how characters move, suggesting combat might be a little more twitchy and arcadey than that in the original Elden Ring. The smaller scale of the world might also allow Night Rain to explore some design elements more deeply than the first game. So there you go.
Are these locations that you recognize from playing
They're
Elden
they're
Ring?
not exact, but they're definitely
Okay.
reusing
The
the
aesthetic,
assets.
yeah, the
they're
aesthetic
definitely
for sure.
But they were like, smaller map. So is that just fewer of the same locations, or is it?
Well, they said it's an alternate place, though, right?
But then it also says a smaller map, right? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, smaller map.
No,
Yeah.
so like your run takes place in a map within the map.
Yeah.
They basically give you a Fortnite storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that blue stuff is in that
Yeah.
trailer.
$60?
Don't know.
Yeah.
70?
I also can't take credit for this because in our break
guess.
period before the podcast, I snuck a peek at Max's reactions to some of this stuff, and his immediate thought about this was that the FromSoft acquisition, the Sony's acquisition of Katakawa, is gonna 100% go through, and so this is Bandai Namco trying to get this out the doors before that happens, so they can cash in because they're going to be losing this.
I agree with that take. Maybe obviously like they got the IP or whatever, but like this seems so much more Bandai Namco than FromSoft. It's hard to explain to the audience if you can't see it, but you're like you're watching this thing and it doesn't have the energy of
It doesn't have the
Elden Ring
energy.
trailer.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the gravitas.
It did,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Like it's Bandai Namco forcing this to get it out because they're not going to have access to FromSoft again, basically,
Like,
probably.
it's
Because it's going to go
wild.
Sony exclusive.
They're sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild to see the darling from software chase the trend of live service. It's a little uneasy. It's a
feels-
little uneasy.
It kind of it doesn't look like it, and it doesn't have the structure of it. But I do get like a whiff of like the Resident Evil multiplayer games. You know, it kind of has that vibe.
Don't even get me
like-
started on Resistance. I'm obsessed.
To reverse.
But there's like 5 of them. There's a lot of Resident Evil
love
multiplayer
Resistance.
games.
It doesn't
love
quite have the
But it kind
magic.
of has, it's like, it's exactly like
Yeah.
playing Resident Evil, but with friends.
It actually reminds me though more, Jones, of Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Was it the multiplayer?
hell yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima that
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Right.
That's nice.
But that was just like poof, you have it.
Yeah,
You know,
and that
wasn't-
was like smaller levels, not
Right.
some big open world
That
thing,
was
but
awesome.
like kind of shades of that a little bit. But more Elden Ring. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. That's wild.
Sifu or Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, jeez. Let's not make this.
I'm still stuck on this. I'm honestly stuck on it.
Okay. Sifu was what, 2022?
And Last of Us Part 2 is 2020.
Was 2020? All right. Can I say in the last 4 year then, Kyle?
Sure,
You got me.
sure.
You got me. You got me.
Okay,
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
It didn't make sense to me, dude. I was like, there has to be something.
It's in the same ballpark.
It's not even.
there.
No, it's
Yeah.
not in
Right
the same
there.
ballpark.
Gabby knows.
Not even in the
We
same.
love Last of Us
league,
and
dude.
Sifu
Have you played Sifu,
so
Kyle?
much.
No.
You gotta play Sifu.
Mash
right.
block.
Yes.
Smash block. Okay. Copy that.
Sifu strats. All right, next up, a couple rapid fires here. Final Fantasy VII on PC. Damiani,
So-
any note, any sentence?
Just so soon. I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna. I thought like next summer.
Generous.
I was like, yeah, probably next summer because 16 took a little bit more than a year. So I was like, came out in February, so it's probably gonna come out like May, June. So that is it's astounding. And Steam also did, not just gated behind
Epic
Epic,
Game Store.
so it's on every multiple fronts and indicative of what their CEO was messaging that. Going forward, they're going to try and be on every platform. So I think there's a strong indication that they're going to try everything they can. If they didn't ink a deal with Sony on Part 3, that Part 3 is going to be like multi-platform day one if they can.
The deal is inked.
The deal is
Yeah.
inked.
Do you think this will be a surge in people realizing that was the best game of this year?
No, I don't know. I thought you were going to.
I got a feeling like there's going to be a lot of apologetic metaphor
Like
fans.
shit.
January 25th.
Rebirth.
Wait, when
whatever
is
the
it
rules-
out? When is it out?
Like
I
March
think it's
or-
between
Okay.
that. I think. I thought you
I
were
thought
going
it
to
was
say something about
January,
like
my bad.
sales.
January?
It's what?
What's the actual date it's out?
January 23rd.
January. Okay. Yeah.
January
Yeah.
23rd.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
123.25 it said. Unless
Yeah,
Crazy.
there's going to be a bunch of metaphor fans who are like, we're sorry.
Well, the PC version of
didn't
Metaphor had some
know.
issues at first too, so
Quick aside. Does the Final Fantasy IX remake still exist, or was it all
who
lies?
knows?
Who lost points on that?
Who knows?
me. It's me. It exists.
Okay.
It's having troubles, though.
It's having troubles. It's having troubles.
Talk about 7 Remake, right? It was CyberConnect who was the original developer on that. And Square Enix is like, oh, you're not good enough. Yeah. So honestly, I kind of wonder if something like that is happening with Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, you think another studio
no.
is helming
Yeah,
in
we gotta-
that was outside? Maybe.
I could see
I don't
it.
know if
It's my
that's
best
the
guess,
case.
Damiani.
It could also be just the thing. They really haven't done this, but other like Nintendo does this. A game will just be done, and they'll hold on to it. They're not like rushing it
Until
out.
after
That-
GTA 6.
That
Yeah.
doesn't seem quite like what something Square Enix would do, as far as I understand. I don't think they really
But
historically
on
do
a
that.
Rebirth year, maybe they would, though.
But yeah, like maybe they seen they've had so many solid games each year, but also that financial report said things weren't doing so hot outside of their service games. It was 14 and their mobile division. It was like, yeah, maybe we might want to push that Final Fantasy 9
Yeah.
remake button now,
Maybe-
because the 7
maybe
one didn't
they-
work for us.
Yeah, maybe they capitalize. They get that last little bit of hype on 7 for the PC release, and then
9 time.
But
it's
if-
they
9
say
time.
9. Yeah,
It's 9 time.
Like
So
summer release.
Gabby, I'll pick it up next year.
Summer blockbuster.
I'll pick it up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna 9's gonna come out and it is gonna be excellent.
So are you saying they'll wait until after 7 is done to release 9?
No,
Oh, no,
just
no, no,
Rebirth,
no.
not Part 3. Rebirth, the PC release.
They're just looking for a good gap to release it in because there's no
Yeah.
chance Kingdom Hearts 4 is this year. I'm more
no way.
concerned with the PC sales of Rebirth because the bump for the other two weren't very. They were okay, but not significant. And this one was deemed to be underperforming on PlayStation 5. So I feel like it'll be very interesting to see how it performs in January.
For sure.
Because I don't think it's going to have that much competition, honestly, in January. Harsh competition in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you think they would wait until after 7 is done?
That's
That's a long
That's
ways
like
away.
2027 at the bare minimum. That's
that's
three, four
a
more
minute.
years.
Or 2026.
You don't think
yeah.
they feel like it might cannibalize?
they need some cool stuff next year.
Also,
Yeah, for
sure.
2025. They need a 2025 big hit.
Also,
Because Dragon Quest 11 or 12, feels 25 years away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 though, HD.
yeah. Nine's also not rumored to be like a 7 remake style game. It's more
Oh.
it's supposed to be something more of like a Blue Point Shadow of the Colossus style, where it's like
Yes.
cosmetic overhaul, but not like
that sounds
structural.
fantastic.
Yeah, quality of life, visual overhaul,
Yeah.
but not like
Great.
structurally radically
remaster
different.
make.
Right.
Yeah.
Remakester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remakester.
Remakester.
Remaster make. Yeah. Next up was Keighley. This is like RoboCats.
Yeah, what is
going on?
what is happening?
You're doing the ad breaks now, bro.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just.
no.
I'm
Skip.
rapid fire.
I
Don't worry,
already
don't
said
worry.
like, this
Jones
was-
said skip.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah. Then Project
Wait, I want to
Robot.
hear what Tommy was going to say about Keighley.
Go for it.
I was just saying anything. I was going to say we could skip it.
Yeah, we're
great.
skipping
Great,
it.
great, great. Just
Project
making sure.
I'm
Robot.
telling you to skip it.
Civ 7, of course. We already saw that at
Cool.
PC Gaming
Oh wait,
shows.
Project Robot was cool.
Is
Wait.
that the Ueda thing?
Project Robot.
Yeah.
Project Robot.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Project Robots. Yeah.
Oh, this
Yes.
had all the text at the end
Yeah.
in that crazy font.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
we
this
maybe
was
wanted
this.
to
There were
read.
so many Met games, I got confused.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, this.
And I
this
only
is
call it
what
Project
we're
Robot because those are the first words
Yes.
in this,
Yeah.
ocean of words that comes
Yeah.
up at the end.
Well, it's people are calling it that shorthand, but like apparently it is untitled project still.
That's what Keighley
Untitled
said
Project
afterward.
Yeah.
Robot.
It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
says that in the,
I
in the credits.
kind of like that when you
Oh.
get an untitled
Oh, hell yeah.
Project
project
Beast.
thing.
Feels magical, yeah.
Comic
Yeah.
sequel. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, we are on the ground floor. Let's go.
Do we think this is in one of their universes,
They
or
all,
if this is
Yeah.
a
all their
brand
games
new?
are.
They all are.
All
Yeah.
their games
Well, is it-
are. Yeah.
So crazy thing is it's sci-fi.
Yes.
So instead of climbing a stone colossus, you're climbing a mechanical robot suit, right?
Yeah.
But
can
Are you
it does have like
sure?
Colossus like highlights. He has a Colossus like shawl,
Totally, it reminds me that was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but very clearly sci-fi. But yeah, honestly, I think this takes place 10,000 years after Eco, and we'll understand
Or
when we hit
before
credits.
Eco.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
before even. Whoa.
Yeah.
There's such like a
Assassin's Creed.
this helpless tone is so relatable to me.
melancholic.
So you climb this robot suit,
doesn't
you
look
you
robotic,
jetpack off,
though.
the head detaches from itself, right? And then
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, you're safe, but like a wave of machinery kind of just rushes over the planet's surface and then eventually takes you as well.
And there's like that
Bleak.
crazy like Death Stranding goop.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
it looks like the black stuff from Shadow of the Colossus that comes
Right.
after you. Yeah, so I wonder. I mean, that was that god.
Project Robot.
Names are in alphabetical order.
Nah.
Wait, was that in there?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
Okay.
first words on the.
Cool.
Oh, that's official. Yeah, I mean, they
I
don't.
mean, Ueda's
they're-
making this.
Yeah, like
it's just insane. It's insane.
Worrying
Like,
about its connective tissue isn't necessarily like the important part
Yeah.
here, so much as like what is the cool
Ueda.
gameplay hook that they're going to be doing for this one.
Yeah. Let me see the scale. Let me see the scale of this game.
Their games are very minimalistic, so like you're not going to
Yep.
have like a very detailed HUD. You're not going to get a lot
Yep.
of like contextual stuff other than like gameplay mechanics that will clue you into like where you're supposed to go. So I'm hoping more of that, and then the soundtrack, like those soundtracks. It's like
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
best. It's like, and then epic scale possibly. Like
I wonder.
you're teasing
Yeah,
it with
Daliani,
this. Yeah.
I wonder if like, cause in Shadow of the Colossus, you're like taking them out. I wonder if this one maybe you're like trying to save
You're
these
creating
robots.
Well,
I'm
because
telling you, this
Shadow of
is
the Colossus, you
before
were
Taking
not
each
supposed to kill
part.
them. He did that
Yeah.
against the rules.
Yeah.
Like he did it to
Yeah.
bring back
Spoiler alert.
a thing. Yeah, I mean it's opening
Yeah.
of the game. It literally says like you're doing this.
know.
I mean, it doesn't say, but like it shows you what you're gonna do. But maybe this
Yeah.
one, it's like this time it's different. Also, for some reason, that the rush of the stuff coming at you there reminds me of the Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, the dream sequence with all the things running at you. It does. I was like, that kind of looks familiar, just a little bit.
But like the head detaching makes me wonder if like you're landing on other things in the world and taking control of them.
Yeah.
Or like there are parts of it that you can do, so like a hand can come off and move independently, or like.
Dude.
Yeah, if you're trying to like you want to watch some trailers from the Game Awards, it's in your top 5. I would pick it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
totally.
It's a
I
must
think, yeah,
watch.
conceptually it's very attractive.
Yeah.
Is right now,
Okay.
2024, this game is so far away.
Yeah.
Is the finale of this game you finally building a Colossus robot and then just unleashing at the end? It takes till the very end of the game to have a fully built mech robot thing,
that'd
and
be
then
cool.
that's the payoff at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's the whole game.
I
that'd be
have
sick.
2 questions. One, do you think we'll have an Iron Giant like relationship with this creature where
does
we'll
it
like
talk?
cry at the
It's got some
Superman.
AI shit. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they all have bad endings.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
so glad
I
you
feel like
said this.
Eco's got a bad ending.
I'm so glad. Respect.
Shadow Colossus bad ending.
They
I'm so glad you
yeah,
said
they're open
this.
to
Last Guardian,
bad
bad
ending.
ending.
I would say they're open to interpretation. It depends on
Yeah.
what you
Minimal
define.
endings, just like everything else in the game.
I would say there's a
Love
positive
that you
and a
said that,
negative to each ending, for sure.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna cry at the end of this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think yeah.
Easy bet.
My
yeah.
second question: will Bloodworth give this game of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. This is already Blood's
I
go.
was with Blood on that one though. Last Guardian Game of the Year
Oh, yeah, I
2016.
forgot about The Last
Serious.
Guardian.
Yeah.
I forgot the game
Yeah.
existed.
Divisive.
I was always serious. I was always behind him
I
with
was
that.
only thinking of Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. I forgot about Last Guardian.
Yeah.
I think I was Uncharted 4.
But you can see the
Yes.
evolution.
Yeah.
You know,
Uncharted 4
Yeah.
though.
You can.
you co-op with another player. You co-op with these big things. You know,
better not
you,
be barrels.
You know,
Better not be,
buddy
like,
buddy with
guiding
one of
them
them,
with barrels.
riding it, moving it around, manipulating it through puzzles, and now
Yeah.
you with the Colossus.
Again, next up was Civ 7. We saw that
Cool.
at These Gaming Show.
Yeah.
More Civ. We're so hyped.
Chris 10, shout out.
Oh,
After that,
man.
the Outer Worlds 2 trailer was really solid.
Yeah.
So hyped.
Good
for
writing in
this.
those trailers.
Great writing.
They crack me up. They make me smile.
And I said it during the stream. One of my favorite things about Outer Worlds is like, it's a 70-hour RPG in a 20-hour game. It's so nice.
When they said
It's so lean, dude. This game is lean and mean and good and amazing. I love it.
when they say double the size, actually, I kind of
Yeah.
reeled back a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Outer Worlds is just like boom. You get
It's so
your,
tight, dude.
You get your Starfield, Fallout, crazy cyberpunk 70-hour game in 20 hours. Like awesome. I'm glad we're getting more though. Fantastic. After that was Split Fiction.
Yeah.
Haze Light.
Yeah.
Lots to absorb here.
Jeez.
This is a trailer you could watch again and
yeah.
again and again and again.
This is insane.
What is happening?
Damiani, do you have a Split Fiction buddy?
I was about to say, I was like, are we making the deal now? We're gonna lock it in.
I played
Oh wait,
It Takes Two?
Oh wait,
It
It
Takes
Takes
Two.
Two. I played It
That
Takes
was
Two.
really
With
good.
Damiani?
This looks better.
Yeah.
Who's who?
Ooh.
Who wore the pants?
Who wore the pants, Damiani? I can't remember.
so
This looks
cute.
awesome.
Do you remember
I
who wore
don't
the pants?
actually. That's the thing. I don't remember which character we were. I just remember all the
Yeah.
gameplay
Really?
parts of it. Like everything else stuck out about it. But like we were like, those characters are actually pretty bad parents and stuff.
Yeah,
They were-
we both hated
They were
both
like, these are not
parents.
good people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't feel any empathy for them?
No,
Okay.
no.
Except the elephant
They
doll
both had
part
a lot.
of it.
Well, but I mean, they had a lot of work to do. That's the
Yeah,
whole,
they
that's
they
the
got
arc,
improved.
You know,
Yeah,
like
they got improved.
Sure.
So this is, I would say, an It Takes Two like.
I agree. And a Way Out, and yeah, A Way Out.
well,
Now,
it's
let's not forget. Everybody says Brothers and It Takes Two. Let's not forget A Way Out. Come
No,
on,
I
now.
think
What-
this
what
is a way out.
erasure.
I think this is a way out, and It Takes Two put together.
There you go.
Because this is clearly realistic, looking protagonists. They're not, like where you were playing these cartoonish versions
Sure.
of them.
Good call,
And everybody else you bumped into was kind of toy-like,
Yeah.
And so
I also
in this, like,
Great call.
is this telling us that there's split screen?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
100%.
The whole game is split
Locked.
screen.
Yeah.
the whole
It
game.
Takes
Only way to
Two.
play.
No, A Way Out famously
No
had
split screen.
split screen only. You could not play online.
But weren't you on the screen together most of the time? And then it was like artistic split screen.
I think it was
yeah.
artistic, but it was not online.
Yes,
It was just
yeah.
split screen, which is so sick.
There are definitely some shots where it's
love
not split screen.
Because this
in
doesn't look
that are
like
gameplay.
artistic split screen. Is
Right.
What
Yeah.
I'm, is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
right. There's one. Yeah.
Just like It Takes Two, there's just so many types of gameplay
Yeah.
in one game. It's insane.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cannot wait. Goaty watch.
Really nice
everybody.
facial animation.
Yeah.
Yes, Goaty watch.
And just a really cool premise. Like, for me, it's one of those things where you introduce the premise and my mind kind of starts racing in two directions where I'm like, whoa, that plot you just told me is cool. But then I'm also thinking kind of what that means for these two,
Yeah.
for this, the story they're specifically telling. But like that guy running this literary, with AI taking over writing books and all this stuff. It's interesting
Yeah.
to think of like the future of novels. It's like, I don't know how long novels have, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
Jones
That
relates
seems like
to
a very
novels.
trust
He
me,
wrote
it's a
one.
very niche.
Yep.
It's a very niche audience out there that's actually like willing to read.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of fantasy and sci-fi, which are definitely like there are people out there that are into fantasy, don't like sci-fi, and vice versa. I like these kind of two experts in their genres commenting on the other. You know, like
That's
you know,
fun.
Yeah.
like
That's
the
fun,
fantasy
Jones.
person being in sci-fi, being like, this is why I hate sci-fi because of blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
like
Jones,
I
that's
imagine
so
that's
fun.
kind of fun.
And then obviously the way they'll grow together and
Yeah.
like learn to appreciate what the other person's into. Like obviously that's such a nice setup.
Because the writers on the staff, I bet they
You're
had
so
writers
right.
that are like, no, I'm the fantasy writer,
Yeah.
but
I wanna make a
but
fantasy
here's-
game.
I want
Yeah.
to try to add.
Like
Yeah.
the fantasy character is going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
AI, like making our life a living hell. And then the
Yeah.
other one, like, oh, fantasy, like some big orc is going to come in, like some
Yeah.
big beast. Like,
And-
oh no. Like,
I would imagine at the end it all just kind of blow up, you know, like the sci-fi world bleeds into the fantasy world.
That's
and then,
obviously
you
your conclusion.
and then it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
into the real world.
know. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
They got to punch that CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next up was Frag Punk. That was the card-based shooter.
Oh, yeah, we've seen plenty of Frag
Seemed
Punk.
really cool. Seemed
Yeah.
cool. And then Killing Floor 3, more Killing Floor.
Cool.
Can I tell you my problem with Fragpunk? I like the idea you crack cards
Same.
and it gives you a power up.
Yeah.
Like putting big heads on the enemy team
So
is
that's it.
really cool.
I think they're out of their best idea. I think big head mode is their best, most clearly
Sure.
communicated idea.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got more cards,
It's
they'll
brilliant.
always be free.
Yeah.
But like big head mode is like it, dude.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
where I talked about my Apex Legends? Is
Yes.
Okay,
When-
Kyle, I haven't told you this. I had a dream once
Yeah.
that Apex Legends had double wide Wednesdays, where your character was just stretched to be double the width, and then half height like Sundays or something, and then your character was
Double
just
wide
squatted.
Wednesdays is so
Odd job Tuesdays.
funny.
Like,
Good. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with it.
So some people would only log in on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and
Oh,
they'd
it's
be
Wednesday,
like,
gotta
Oh
play.
my God.
it's double wide Wednesday.
That's such a good idea.
It's
And you're like
It's double
weird and
XP
flat.
weekends,
Like
you know,
it's
where you
not
gotta pick the
proportional.
bad weekend.
yeah.
It's not proportional. They just stretch you to be double your width or half your
yeah,
height.
that's a really good
you
idea.
have like a limp.
Thank you.
Then Killing Floor 3, of course, Killing Floor just, you know, it's its own juggernaut. It's in its own lane. It's doing its thing. Killing Floor. After that, though, we have been getting so many revivals. Virtua Fighter.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Virtua Fighter.
This is how do you
Let's
explain like
go.
the way this trailer draws you
Yeah.
in? It's so nice.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's Virtua Fighter.
We were riveted.
Yeah, so because basically, you almost think it's like going to be a historical game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, unlike maybe any other fighting game introduction trailer I've seen, like they're introducing a fighting game. Normally, you just see some muscles flex, right? But like, what was so cool is it's like an introduction of a character. I don't think this is an existing Virtua Fighter character.
I don't recognize him.
He looks cool as shit. It's like
Yeah.
a guy with a long cloak and a cool hat, actually.
think it's a friggin' Yakuza
Right,
game at this
immediately we're
point.
like, oh, Yakuza. Okay.
A hardened character. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
just some like hot-headed hotshot who says, "Let's fight! Come on!"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Throwing like energy blasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the Virtua Fighter style. And so
No.
like it's having this kind of grounded environmental trailer is actually
Yeah.
really interesting.
Just want to give a hardcore shout out to RGG Studio and Yu Suzuki and Sega and the history of games and the history of this franchise. This is a Yu Suzuki joint. You know, there's a lot of Shenmue and Yakuza overlap. So the fact that they're just doing Virtua Fighter now, like it's just the vibes. The vibes.
Yeah.
The vibes are
Like-
nostalgic and modern. I love it. Let's go.
They also-
Virtua Fighter
It also
is
looks like
back.
the Grandmaster, dude.
Well-
Man. If anybody's seen the Grandmaster, that like
Damn, that character looks cool as shit.
yeah,
I think he's a
it's-
brand new. That's such a good introduction.
Uh-huh.
it's
It's
heavily Grandmaster inspired.
Picture-in-picture
Yeah, what
of
was
like
that?
real-time footage from the game. It's interesting.
They did a direct after, like
Yeah.
it's already
Yeah.
happened. I'm trying to
So
scrub
to
through it to see
explain
if they
that,
answered
yeah,
any of that.
it ended with gameplay finally of what the game looks like.
With the hat is Akira, apparently.
Hell no, that can't be him.
That can't be.
Who says?
That cannot be.
Prove it. Definitely Sarah Bryant though,
ticket.
right?
That cannot be.
He's definitely fighting Sarah Bryant at the end.
Looks like it. Yeah.
That I would be convinced of. But basically, I feel like his way
It
of
is
just saying
Akira.
like this.
The legend is back. That's what it
Wow.
says in the direct. So that's him.
Whoa, that's
And Stella,
what a
Stella is in it. That's who's fighting
crazy
Stella.
look
Yeah.
for him.
crazy.
And it's not Sarah Bryant.
No,
Who's
it's
Stella?
Stella, the bridge between worlds, and Akira, the legend is back. That's what he's saying. Character design, and he said that's why I showed the thing. It's a small teaser, and they can't reveal any other specifics about the game just yet. That's why they showed it on like people playing it off a screen.
Yeah. because it's early, right? And so you don't want it picked apart. You don't want people saying like, "Oh, this looks
Exactly.
bad anti-aliasing."
Also, it's a throwback. Blood's not here, but the old Nintendo Power VHS videos they sent out, they used to tease at the end another game beyond what they were covering. So the first one was like a Donkey Kong Country VHS that went out. And at the very end, the guy barges into a conference room and they're playing Killer Instinct on a CRT in the distance. And they're like, not now, next year. And they're trying to like cover it up. And like they did stuff like that for every one of those videos. So I think it's kind of like those old promo videos, especially they did them in Japan as well. I think it was a common thing to do a little tease at the end. So it's maybe a little bit of a throwback to that because it gets you excited. It's like, because it's like not taboo, but it's like, it seems forbidden. It's like, oh, we're not supposed to see this. Oh gosh. Like this is like very like, exclusive.
That's awesome. We love it.
Akira's so straight-laced. He's the Virtua Fighter like guy.
Yeah.
Right? He's the Ryu of Virtua Fighter.
Totally.
And so to see him be that's such a fun.
Yeah.
I love like when they just like dirtied up Ken.
Yeah. Punish Ken.
It was such a fun take.
Punish Ken is a 10.
I love stuff like that.
Same. Next up was Steel Hunters. I think that was another mech game that I thought was Mecha Break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
you
like-
did.
Yep.
With
Some
like
more-
animals.
Yeah, some more
Jumping
mech
around.
action. Mechs are in right now. A lot of mechs going on. Check out Secret Level Armored Core with Keanu. 10 out of 10. Next up was The Long Dark 2 sequel for The Long Dark. I thought that was a solid trailer,
Yeah.
actually.
Good atmosphere.
Yeah. I love pretty much every.
Sorry, what was it called? It was like name of
It was
game.
called Black
Black
Frost,
Frost.
The Long Dark 2.
Got
yeah.
it.
I like this game's art style.
The vibes, yeah. I'm super in.
Is it a survival game?
Yeah. I'm super in.
Cool.
Next up, I love video games and I give them all the benefit of the doubt. But there's just something about Borderlands that rubs me the wrong way.
Blood's not here to defend it.
It's just,
And there's no Bloodworth here. It's
there's just,
Done.
But as
There
far
is
as
just
Borderlands goes,
something-
this is pretty Borderlands. You know what I mean? You have to imagine it going straight to the audience that's anticipating it,
Yeah.
and that's what
I would say light on comedy. I would say it's a kind of
light
different.
on comedy, and I also light on the four protagonists. They show them,
Yeah.
but like we don't know
Yeah, which
what
one
do
do you
what
like?
did they do. I don't remember them. No, that's a bad sign. I didn't immediately pick a favorite.
Yeah.
Not the big guy. That's like
It was like a big guy, a small guy.
He didn't
another
pick a
small
favorite.
guy.
He just says not
Small
the
and
big
tall.
guy.
It's not tall and small.
A double wide.
And
Oh, what?
dude.
I like a minute into it, I was like, I wonder if you're like create your own. That would be an interesting twist.
That-
if you like
that-
don't
That
pick
actually
one of
would be
four.
awesome, Jones.
there's
But
a
there's
shot
definitely
of the four
four.
characters that I think. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite Borderlands is I finished 1 and 2, but my favorite Borderlands is Tales from the Borderlands.
Right.
Actually, shockingly.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Any one of these Borderlands could be the one to just get me all in.
I think the trailer does nothing to make this for you.
100%.
Yeah.
Isla joked it was more lands for.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly, man. This could
Yeah.
be in the,
Yeah.
like
Safe.
if you told me this is expansion to
Safe.
3, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
so right.
Borderlands more.
You're
Also,
so
from a
right.
tech standpoint, there's no one shot that's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Kicking it up a notch. It's just like, okay, yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is tough. I think it's a tough trailer. I think they got to do more.
Yeah, I agree. Borderlands.
Didn't even name the characters. I was like surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe we see them do their abilities. I don't know.
Yeah.
When everybody's like flipping around, I can't. It's like, was that one of the
Wait,
guys?
yeah, is
I
that
don't
one
know.
of the characters?
No,
Okay.
I think.
You know what? This trailer's wasting shots.
Yeah.
I hate that shit of like an enemy just kind of like wiggling and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
their animation,
Yeah.
and then, like the camera just moving around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's like shit they were doing 10 years ago. That's like an old game trailer shot.
That character's cool though.
That's just a zombie. That's just somebody you're gonna be shooting out
She's
there.
like the main one though. She's like in charge
She's the
of the
She
tallest.
doesn't look
Yeah.
like that.
Okay,
Like,
she's
the-
cool.
The game
Okay.
doesn't look like this.
She's
you
cool.
know?
All right.
Next
Arms
up,
DLC.
next up was so sick. Clive and Tekken.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like,
Man.
okay, they immediately start the music, so you know it's Final Fantasy 16. And I'm like, I was kind of like dreading for a second. I'm like, is this like, are they making a mobile port or something? Because it's like they have nothing else to announce. It's like the DLC's done, the PC version's out. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we showing that? But then, thankfully, it is guest character in Tekken 8. Not Tifa, though. I know a lot of people were hoping that Tifa from Final Fantasy 7 would be the addition.
You're right.
But I mean,
That is a more obvious choice for sure.
Clive, you know.
I love him, dude. I know 16 was like a little bit divisive, but at the end of the day, Clive is like one of my favorite protagonists in the freaking Final Fantasy franchise. Yes, Kyle. Yes.
Yeah, top 3.
Clive was incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that this is happening because it just gives him like more. What's the word I'm looking for? More, it's propping him up. It's giving him his flowers.
He gets,
you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
More appreciation.
Yeah.
More clout, perhaps.
You think he's going to be a little too OP in Tekken 8?
I hope
that moveset they showed with it looked a little powerful.
That's the thing. I feel like he should be apologizing the whole time.
He should be like a boss.
I'm sorry.
That's how the fight should. Like he shouldn't be doing that to people like who are just showing up to fight. They're just it's like fucking torching a panda bear. You know what I mean? It's not right that like Clive is showing. That's why like Tifa is the right pick. She's a brawler. She's
exactly.
yeah.
Not too ridiculous with the supernatural powers.
But he's gonna get his own ending, right? Tekken style. Do they still do that?
They do just Tekken endings.
Oh, story mode for it.
They're not as like elaborate as before, but there's some fun. There's some fun stuff to play through arcade mode for Tekken.
What will it be? Those DLCs were awesome too.
Did you play the free story thing?
I just did the 2 big ones.
For Tekken, I'm talking about.
Oh,
so like
no.
the Heihachi Lives DLC thing.
No.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Wait, was it Tekken, Huber, that you said you're not going to play it because you need to play it? You need to like know all the lore? Yeah.
Because my Tekken lore is not caught up, so I'd have to play one.
No. There's like in-game glossaries and stuff. There is. They thought of this.
No.
Harada's fighting for you. He's like, okay, you want all this knowledge? It's all here, and you could actually. Okay.
Yeah.
The argument is not worth it.
I got it.
Right.
This fight, we've had this fight.
He's gotta earn it.
I need to travel the road. I don't need
Right.
road just like handed to me.
Right.
I need to walk it.
I understand a little bit, but like even if you play through all of Tekken 1 as every
still
character,
don't know what the hell is going on.
I
know.
Okay.
Yeah, Blood has already tried to convince him.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll probably play Tekken 8. Looks sick. And I played a lot of Tekken back in the day, but I never
Tekken 3
kept up with it.
Was Tekken 3?
A lot of Tekken Tag.
Oh, Tekken
and
Tag
Tekken
even.
1.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, and Tag
Sure.
probably are next up was Splitgate 2. Can't believe this game's already coming out. Splitgate 1 feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Super hardcore. Portal meets COD, kind of.
Halo.
Sure, yeah, there you go. Meets Halo. Way better comparison. After that, though, Project Century.
Dude.
I love this trailer.
I love
this trailer.
How do they make so many
are
games?
Are they like one of the hardest working
Damiani?
studios now? Like, how are they doing this?
Pumping.
I know. It's insane.
Yeah.
The gore.
Dude, I feel bad. It's like I need to pick one of these and play one.
Is this building from Yakuza? This one on the corner?
It is. That is. I think you're fucking right.
It's like the bathhouse, right?
It is. It's the you go there in a couple of them. I don't know if it's a bathhouse, but it is a hideout for the Jingwoon Mafia or whatever in one of them.
So you're expecting like an old-timey 1912
This is going to be
Yakuza
100 years to the lead up of Yakuza, I'm assuming.
Wait, so you think it's going to cover 100 years? To
I really do.
2015?
Project Century, I think this game is
You
going to
don't think it's just going to be 100 years before the Yakuza?
No.
So,
I think you are going to see this city transform over decades.
over 100
That is such a Metroidvania like leap,
pretty
dude.
sick.
I know.
None of that is
Also, I don't
implied or
think so.
hinted at.
It's called Project Century. Come
The
on.
vibe I got
It's a
from Century was that it was
century
just a
before
century
Yakuza.
ago.
Yeah, I think it was just a century
Look how far
ago.
we've come.
But Yakuza, first of all, 0 is in the 80s. Number 1 is in like 2005, I believe. This is 1915. So if it was 100
Okay.
years before, that would bring us to 2015. That doesn't make sense.
It's a ballpark.
That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
I think it's a ball.
Project century. The
Yeah.
concept of.
Here's
a
what's
century.
appealing
It's
about it,
also
though.
the turn of the century.
You're-
1915.
You're playing like a swaggering bad boy.
Yeah.
Sexy.
You're like cutting guys.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his clothes are kind of modern. The
Yeah.
music's modern.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
the vibe.
It's 100%
The
like
vibe is very great.
you're not
That is
a
right.
heroic guy like you are typically in a Like a Dragon game. You're not
Yeah.
like you're not Ichiban, dude.
Yeah.
You're not grinning and being like on everybody's side.
Yeah.
No.
You look
We're
like a
like
kind
a-
of a piece of shit.
Yeah, we're like a Majima with even less of a heart.
Yeah.
So you don't. So in the what was
Majima's
the
got
like
heart.
period piece Yakuza that came out?
Ishin.
Yes.
So is this gonna be like Ishin where you do play Majima?
So Ishin
Or,
is a spin-off in its own universe.
So you don't think this is that?
this could be?
I don't
We
think this
don't
is
know.
that because Ishin was like historical figures played by Yakuza characters.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, but this
yes.
can't be that.
Right? This is his own guy.
Yeah, this looks like
do you
its own
know?
thing.
They show him at the end. He's a unique character.
Oh, okay. You're right.
And I love it because if nobody's gonna
So
make
pumped.
Sleeping Dogs,
Right.
they're gonna make
Man.
Sleeping
But the combat looks
Let's go.
fantastic.
This
That-
would have been my
that's
sizzle,
super
dude.
nice.
This
is
trailer
nice.
is insane.
It's really good.
This is a really great.
He's got like parries.
Yeah.
Meaty parries
Dude.
where like you can tell he's working to make those parries happen.
Oh
What
my
an
God.
amazing time period to
just-
have a game in.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Gabby, I know we're on the same page. We just want to walk around.
Yes.
We just
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
walk
I
around in
want
this
to
game.
Google
Yeah.
1915 Japan as
Yeah.
soon as I get off this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy moly.
It's a great trailer. This is one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah.
Looking at it
Shocking.
again and again.
RGG out of their
just
minds.
the right length, just the right amount of footage.
Yeah.
We
The
also,
attitude comes across clear as day.
Yeah. Like we're just talking about Virtua Fighter, which is them. Now there's this.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Yakuza, Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii
Right.
comes out next month.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they're out of their minds.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Virtua Fighter team is probably like mostly new hires. You know what I mean? I don't think like a lot of that team was brought over to start making a fighting game suddenly.
Sure.
Oh, this guy rocking out to the
It
music.
looks
Like
so
ja-
good.
right, like
That looks really nice.
Japan is starting to become westernized. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
introduction of jazz and all this. Like this is gonna be so
And industrialized.
sick.
Yeah.
So 2024 was the year of the RPG, and
Okay.
with this and Mafia, it's looking like the year of the historical open world game, Assassin's Creed Shadows as well. GTA's modern day, but
A Ghost
still,
of Yote.
yeah, Ghost
GTA,
of Yote.
GTA 6, Year of the Criminal.
Year of the
Yes.
criminal. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
sick, out of control, so good.
That neck.
Blood.
Dude, and
So
the
good.
hits keep on coming.
Okay.
Although I'm a little concerned, and here we are going to go hardcore. We need Don Casanova's analysis and takes for this next one, because I know he's been waiting just like me for the return of Turok. And I'm a little concerned.
Oh no.
With
Oh.
Turok Origins, I'm actually concerned
I do
here.
need Don's take. I need it worse
Yeah.
than anything.
I'm concerned. Take it away, Don. You start us off, dude.
Okay, first of all, chat informed us that apparently the Virtual Fighter is a lot of the original team. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I
Oh, the
don't
original
know.
Virtual Fighter.
But the original
Wow.
team, see,
Very
original
close.
teams back then is like
Yeah.
15 guys.
That's what I was
Right,
thinking.
right.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. 20
Dried up graph
guys.
paper.
I'm not worried about Turok at all, Huber. I think this is great. I mean, what Turok? We don't have anything, nowhere to go. No, I would say nowhere to go to up, but nothing to lose here with this franchise, right?
Sure.
I mean,
Correct.
And I don't get what people are saying looks so bad about this trailer. Maybe you can tell me, Kyle. Everyone in chat is saying when the show went down that this looks so terrible. I mean, look at this gameplay that's coming up to me. I watched it again.
Yeah.
It looks fine.
Okay.
I assume what was
Sucking up the
controversial.
soul of the
Jumping to third
dinosaur.
person?
Yes.
I think that's a good move.
Why?
I'm sick of first person.
Oh.
I don't, in general. Just in general, you know what I mean? I'd way rather play a third
No,
person.
what do you mean? I don't know what you mean in general. What do you mean you're sick of first person in general?
Indiana Jones.
Dude,
like,
it's
what's
amazing.
next? You know?
Avatar's first person, Don.
I know,
You
that
are
was
a
really
liar.
Good. That was really good. Avatar's really good. No, but look at all that.
Take it
Did
back.
you see that flash of gameplay they just showed?
Yeah,
there?
actually, it looked better than an hour ago.
Yeah,
actually.
I don't
better.
understand what doesn't look good about it.
4K
Hold on, let me
footage
see.
now.
It looks okay.
That
It looks
really
okay.
cool.
Like,
It's
it looks
very
okay.
Horizon
Every single
Zero
one of these shots looks fun.
Yeah.
I think their dino body armor looks so cool too.
I love that it's a bunch of hybrid dinosaurs, obviously, too. They're
Yeah.
not just like regular, you know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and then you've got the alien craft coming in that one shot. I mean, the only
Okay.
thing that's a bummer is just it was so quick. There's not
It's
a
so
lot
quick.
to look at. But to me, I don't think there's anything wrong with the jumping to third person because all the
Yeah.
action looks great and it
Yeah.
looks super fast.
And the characters look so cool. I want
They
to
look
see
cool.
the character I'm playing, you know.
They look cool. It looks like you can create one, maybe.
God, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Give me some Turok Rage Wars vibes here, you know? Let me like pick and choose classes and
Cerebral
Cerebral
bore.
I told Huber during the thing, I
We
want to put a
need it.
cerebral bore into a T-Rex. It'd be so sick.
you know it'll be here. You know
Oh, it has to
They
be
know.
after
Yeah.
the yeah. They
Yeah.
can't do that again. But yeah, so they have to.
Yeah.
They have to do it right. But no, I guess it's just personal preference, Kyle. Honestly, I mean, I always prefer third-person action to and shooters even.
So this
Damiani
is up
will
your
agree,
alley
but-
then.
So and I love Turoks, but
Yeah.
hey, what's wrong with mixing it up a little
Yeah.
bit? Just like Pac-Man. If Pac-Man can do it, why can't
Sure.
Turok?
You're right. Don.
It does just feel rushed, though. It just seems
What does Turok?
just the whole pitch. You know, it just seems like a really quick. There's obviously three elements. There's like, here are your three protagonists. It's the Turok franchise. We got some gameplay.
Right.
None of those are satisfying to me. It's
Right?
like the
It
beginning
feels
is just like,
exploiting the name.
oh, we're fighting dinosaur. Why? Why
Yeah.
are we
This is
trapped
fucked
on
up.
this
like,
planet?
why is it a Turok
Are we
game?
here? We
Exactly.
sucked the soul out. Is that what gives us power? Or are we like like they seem like bad guys? Like these three don't seem like people I'm gonna root for.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just like, yeah, killed that dinosaur. Like,
Sucked up
why
that
are you like
dino's essence.
surviving?
Because it's a beast.
Are they?
Yeah,
okay,
these
all
are
right.
hostile.
Like,
But
what
it's
if
a
the
native
what if the
beast.
Look at
extinction
that
of
thing.
what if it goes into the extinction of dinosaurs and it was them?
Bring it on. Us
They
versus them.
made
Like
the
in like a
dinosaurs.
Monster Hunter trailer, I get to see like, and then we go back to this hub place, and these are all the other hunters there, and it's like, so I can't tell kind of what the stakes are, like
So,
what they're doing.
I just don't think
the
there's
Turok reveals
anything-
right in the middle of the trailer, which is super weird. Yeah. And
That's
then
not
just
weird.
like,
That's not weird.
They revealed it right away
you're
because as soon
wondering
as you
it.
saw that axe, I thought Turok in the control room. I didn't see anything. Everyone,
arrow, dude, the arrow gives
and they
away.
show the axe right away,
All right,
early on.
So here's the thing. With something we're dancing around. It's Saber Interactive. This
There
is
you go.
medium
Space
to
Marine
low
2,
budget.
baby.
Oh.
And so, Jones, I feel like your expectations are a little too high for what this game is.
Medium budge.
This is Turok we're talking
But
about
if you're
here,
gonna
bro.
throw out a legendary name like Turok, and it is
It's not.
legendary,
It is not legendary. It's not.
Any franchise? No, it is. It it.
I imagine
Anyone
myself.
out there? No, 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 no,
Okay, okay.
no. Absolutely no. I will not allow
Keighley
you to
say
it's not
legendary before he
legendary.
introduced it?
I will not allow it. Turok 1 and Turok 2 on Nintendo 64
Yes.
are fucking legendary games, period.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, like they're playable right now. You know what I mean? Like they're on the Nintendo Online
Their
service.
Night Dive actually fucking remastered them 10 out of 10.
Brilliantly.
Don't say 10. Don't throw around.
They
Brilliantly.
are!
They're 10 out of 10 remasters.
They
They're 10 out of 10
are!
remasters.
Yes!
Might not have been a 10 out of 10 game in the very first
Here's the thing, because you
9.5.
didn't say 10 out of 10. You
Yes,
just a regular
yes,
10 out of 10.
yes,
Just
yes.
like not the kind that you sing about.
Yes.
But the game you're telling me to set my expectations to, I think there's a better way to do that.
Okay.
To do that trailer.
All right.
Because again, they have a cinematic. Is that Turok? I guess.
Yes, of course that's Turok.
Yeah.
No.
Turok.
For me, there is not an of course. Look, there's Turok and Shmuzu and Flossie. Like, who are they? Who are they?
That you're missing, Jones.
What are they doing? Are there other
By the way,
characters?
Hubert,
Are they always with me? Do they have other powers? Can I give them weapon? What the hell is going on?
How many
it's
years-
like- it's such a quick little, Turok, you're done. And it's like, wait, what's going on? Sell this somehow.
how many years,
so
Hubert, has
weird.
Sifu been your favorite game again? I just want to get
4. Just
yeah.
4.
After
good years.
after June of 2020.
The day
which is
after
the
June of
last part
2020.
Part 2
Okay,
came
so
out.
Resident Evil
Yes,
4
yes,
remake
yes.
is not better than Sifu.
I like the original Resident Evil 4 more than Sifu.
Yeah, take that.
Okay,
God damn it.
Okay.
Why do you guys have to do it?
I mean, say what you will about the relevance of Turok. It is a name I recognize.
Yeah.
And so I think when you're at
Yeah.
the Game Awards, that that moment, Virtua Fighter. I'm not gonna play Virtua Fighter, but when the VF appeared, I was like, wait, I think I know what that is. I think that's Virtua Fighter, you know.
But dude, this is what I'm saying. These 5 quick gameplay shots in here give way more guarantee of what the fun to be had in this than Virtua Fighter. We do not know. That one shot of Virtua Fighter looked very similar to Virtua Fighter 5, you could say. So it's like, I mean, what, you know, there's nothing with story or anything.
Let's go to TurokOrigins.com
All
right now.
Huber, I'll give you this. Turok Dinosaur Hunter for Nintendo 64. 13 critical reviews, 85 Metacritic. This is
Boom.
and then user score 8.3. So
legendary.
And
That's a legendary game.
Okay, an 8.5 is legendary.
Absolutely, dude. People are crazy on Metacritic, dude. What?
Turok Origins is not the
And
first thing
Turok 2
type
Seeds
in
of
the
Evil
URL.
is the absolute culmination, dude.
It
to
is
the URL bar.
co-op.
Go to the website.
So, Jones, I can be flossy in your world. It's co-op.
I think I found Huber's review from back in the day. It's from an outlet called Turok Dino Hunter. This game deserves an 11 out of 10, but I can't do more, so I can only give it a 10.
Oh my God, wait. Who wrote that
Watch
so
the
Huber
trailer.
can tweet at
I
them?
know.
Fight
Honestly.
against enemy.
That's so funny, bro. What a
Unleash
bullet
your
point.
arsenal. Before we even dive in, my biggest complaint of all time for the Turok reboot, which was on 360 PS3, and even Turok Evolution as well, were the weapons. The weapons were trash.
Those were both not
Turok
great
1
games.
and 2 has some iconic weaponry, and that is absolutely a key element of this entire franchise. And we didn't see really any good weapons in this trailer. We saw a cool like Horizon Zero Dawn style bow maybe, but I need to see better weapons. I need it.
That's
So-
just a teaser.
It looks like you're slurping up their DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlock DNA
Okay.
powers.
Yeah, each DNA power not only enhances your look, but also offers upgradable
EGM.
skills and
You
abilities.
definitely don't
to
create
what?
your own character.
What?
Claims solid
To do
first-person
what?
shooter is heavy on the fog. It is atmospheric,
It-
though. That's
There you
that's
go.
the
So
line
much
they pulled
fog.
There
from
you
their
go.
review.
There you go.
Dude, your
What
field
else
of
do you
view
need?
is like 3 feet. It's
Yeah.
actually insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called
rough.
fog.
It's
It's called N64
Yeah.
RAM limitations.
Beautiful N64
exactly,
fog.
Damian.
They used to
Fog.
put fog in every
Strategic
game back in
fog.
the day. Oh, what the golden age of gaming. Every 64 game had fog in it.
fog. Done.
Wait, look,
Oh,
plasma rifles,
please.
ray guns, snipers, bows, shotguns,
Oh my
and more.
gosh.
I hope
Think about the
so.
cerebral bore.
Ask me about the worst shotgun in video game history, and it's the Turok reboot. So,
Whoa, worse than history.
yeah. I'm a little scared, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's back either way. We are excited, if not cautious, for the exploitation.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, cautiously. High hopes, low expectations.
Yes. Next up, Helldivers 2 DLC coming in hot.
Yeah.
Just
now.
in time.
Go get
Right
it.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, coming in right now. I'm gonna play that tonight.
Jeez, so
That's
much
great.
stuff.
I'm going home and I'm gonna drop for sure. Omens of Tyranny. This is like the key type of DLC I want for this game, where it's like, oh, we're on Earth now. There's like a whole new zombie type faction. Super cool.
Yeah.
Helldivers. Next was Warframe 99. Isla's not here, but she was hyping it up.
Sure.
It's cool.
She loves it.
I like the motorcycle driving into somewhere and then you just let go of the motorcycle and explodes.
Yes.
And they're like, what a great.
It's a free-to-play game.
That's so smart.
After that was more Pow World DLC
I
coming
like
up.
that
Very
trailer.
weird trailer.
Yeah.
was a
I've
weird
never,
trailer.
I've never seen a Pal World trailer.
Yeah.
This is my first Pal
Yeah.
World trailer.
Sure.
It was like, oh, okay.
No, there's been a few.
This is the level of what we're capable of. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm curious your thoughts on Power World.
I haven't even dabbled.
But just in I know you like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
What are your thoughts from the
Just in
outside?
general.
I feel
From the
like here's
outside
thing,
looking in.
I feel like the studio is like nice.
They're
You know what I mean?
very nice.
The director of that game is always just like, man, I just really appreciate
They're
you know,
so
everything
nice.
that I've gotten.
For sure.
I think
the
the
Power
game-
World people are nice.
Is like, personally speaking, deeply unappealing.
Off the record, but on the
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
You got to care for the critters. If you're making a monster game,
That's why it's
if you're
not
making
appealing?
if you're making a Pokemon-like
it,
game,
yeah.
I always say
You have
this
to
like,
care for living beings.
no. You like you're a your designs need to communicate something. They need to be different enough where it's like, oh shit, that's a PAL. That's like a PAL World thing. Very clearly, that's a distinctly PAL World
distinct
thing.
from Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah.
So like,
Yeah, I mean that's
I
the,
can
that's the
eyeball.
issue in court at the
I can
moment, too.
eyeball a Digimon from a mile away.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that's a Digimon. Clearly, they have their own aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
need that. And so, like, there's like there's a lot of games where it's like, the coffee one. What am I thinking of? There was like a Pokemon like that came out like the last 2 years. Like, hey, you playing that game? It's like,
Temtem?
I can't get.
Temtem.
No, the coffee one.
Temtem though.
What am I thinking of, bro?
I'll get it
The
in 3
mixtape
seconds.
one. There's like mixtapes and
Yes. Oh my God. The like cassette vibe.
Cassette Beasts.
Cassette Beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which sounds like coffee.
Whoa.
Yes. That one looks
Coffee
There also
sick.
was like
Wow.
Pokemon
But-
Cafe.
Completely, it was not on my radar at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what you're talking about.
Cassette
Yeah.
Beast
Yes.
needs a look to its designs. It needs to be like, oh, that's a Cassette Beast.
Yeah.
and
So
didn't.
I feel like Pal World lacks that, and I feel like
Cassette Beast.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So not, you haven't played, so you can't speak to like gameplay or anything.
Oh hell
Okay,
no,
okay.
heavens no.
next-
It's like a survival game. You gotta like chop down trees. Annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did
haven't
play it,
played
and
either,
it was
so.
better than I expected, but I
Okay.
didn't stick with it.
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves was next, and then we got a Megaton. An unexpected Megaton Onimusha
Yeah, man.
is back. Way of the Sword.
Very cool.
Holy shit. I have been wanting...
You have since I met you.
Yeah.
Since I met you, dude.
Yeah, well, that's so funny, Kyle, because when I met you, it's like I just wanted like Onimusha 5
Yeah,
or
of course.
something.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, just make another one. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Then a couple years ago, when Capcom blessed us all with Resident Evil remakes, I was like, yo, just remake Onimusha with RE engine. Like, just do that. Resident Evil 2 remake, but Onimusha. Like, oh my god, cutting demons in RE engine? Yes. They did it.
Yeah.
They did it. I don't know if this is. It seems like a sequel. You know, it's not
Yeah.
just Onimusha.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't
Onimusha,
seem like
Way of the Sword.
Samanosuke or
Yeah.
Jubei. Like this seemed like a new character.
Yeah.
Onimusha is back. Holy
Close to everything,
shit!
Hubert. Just what's left? Dino Crisis, right? That's the last one.
Dino Crisis. That's it. That's it. Yep, they're doing it. They're gonna do it 100%.
This is Mega Man Legends.
Of course. Of course.
Well,
Yes.
Capcom.
Dinos are more
There's still got a
popu-
few.
Dinosaurs are more popular than Mega Man in the overall zeitgeist,
Bro,
unfortunately.
if
but-
I'm the boss, if I'm a chairman, I would say do Dino Crisis and keep burying Mega Man.
But you
I
know
would do the
what,
same.
Kyle?
Yeah.
There's a Mega Man in Secret Level. In the second batch of Secret Level, there's a Mega Man episode.
I'm in.
Sweet.
I'm in.
So
Oh, and if Pac-Man was a hint,
Ex-
maybe Mega Man's a hint. Is what we're
exactly,
saying. Got
that's
it.
exactly what I'm saying, Kyle.
My shot of the trailer is when he does the kick. You clash blades with one of the enemies,
do that
and
in
then
the
he
main
does a
game.
backwards kick to the one behind him.
Hell yeah.
I think like that's actually like a. You don't have a lot of seconds of shots, right? And most of them just fade, no matter what your trailer is. But to show us something that your character can do that most other video game characters wouldn't do, I think is really
But
cool.
this is an interesting parallel to the Turok because it's the same kind of thing where it's like the slow burn into it and then the reveal of what it is, a little
Yeah.
bit of gameplay, and then we're
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
But this
The-
to me just hits.
Yeah. Well, the
It's harder.
original,
Granted,
Capcom,
I'm
of course.
I have more emotions tied to Onimusha than
Yeah.
to Turok, but
Yeah.
And Capcom's doing it, whereas Acclaim did original Turok
Right.
and Saber. So
there you
it's
go.
like
That
they're-
Capcom presents.
Yes. There is a really brief PlayStation blog entry that'll take 20 seconds to read, so I'm just going to read it all. We are thrilled to announce after nearly 2 decades.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Onimusha series is returning with Onimusha Way of the Sword, a brand new swordplay action game coming in 2026. Settle in. We'll have GTA in the meantime,
Yeah.
though, to calm
We'll
down
be
on.
playing GTA 6 right up until the second this game comes out.
Exactly. Onimusha first debuted with Onimusha Warlords back in 2001, which is the very first PlayStation 2 game I bought in a software etc. in a mall. I looked at the box.
Love software, etc..
Yep. I was like, I
software,
want this
etc..
one. This is the one I want. Samurai's awesome. Let's fucking go. With swordplay combat based on the Isen counterattack mechanics. Introduced as a staple in the series, the mystical Oni Gauntlet bestowed the ability to absorb souls from the Genma, who are monstrous, deformed creatures from another world. At the Game Awards 2024, we came back with a swing, or should we say, Slash.
Sure, you came back with a slash.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is set in Kyoto in the early Edo period.
Okay.
The nefarious Malice has transformed the historic city into a dark, twisted haven for the return of the demonic Genma. A lone samurai steps forth, wielding the legendary Oni Gauntlet, and engages in brutally graceful sword fights.
Wow.
I love that.
Brutally graceful sword fights.
Wiping his brow of sweat and blood. Yes, Capcom, I fucking love you. What path will he take, and what is the reason behind those battle-worn eyes? Stay tuned for more information on Onimusha Way of the Sword coming to PlayStation in 2026. To all the Onimusha fans who have waited this long for our reawakening,
Wow.
thank you for all the support you've shown us over the years. We're back. Dude!
Speaking to Huber.
The
We're
facial
back.
expression is really great. You can really, you really see him struggle and
Yeah.
push
You know what
back.
I like is the glow that remains on the sword after a counter is really
Yeah.
nice. It's really cool stuff. Great details.
Oh my gosh.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Let it cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it go. Take your
Like,
time.
this is the type of game where I'm happy to know that it exists.
Yes.
They're acknowledging it, and I'm like, great. I don't need to see anything else until
100%.
launch trailer.
Yeah, they said 2026.
Great.
That's like a year and a half from now. I'm fine.
Great.
Cool. Take your time. Which is actually kind of crazy. Quick aside is Capcom is usually really good about announcing and then releasing within like a year or so.
Like Resident Evil will do like in months. Too,
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Monster Hunter Wilds has taken a little bit of time, but
No way, dude. That was Game Awards last year.
so
Wait.
yeah, just about a little over a year then.
Yeah.
Because it's probably due out by like summer, I'm going to assume.
Monster Hunter Wilds is
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
March. There you go. Coming up. So
Or February. It
Yeah.
might be. I think it's February, dude. It is February.
There it
Because
is.
everybody
I
had to
mean,
move away from Wilds.
As long as we're talking
Yes.
about dates, I just also want to shout out the Split Fiction. It's like 3.5 months away.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Very, very hard to do, but
Well, like a game like
take your time.
a Hazelight game, if he was like, this comes out in 2026, like that's stupid. But with Onimusha, great.
Yeah.
big.
Great. I know it
Triple
exists,
A.
and that's all I need.
Like you were
Yeah.
saying, 2 decades. We're good.
Yeah.
You can wait a little
If
bit longer.
I
Yeah.
can wait a year and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally. Incredible. Onimusha. Next up was the CG trailer of First Berserker of Kazan. I played that demo for like over 3 hours, and it is low-key fire. That
Whoa.
game is sick. Even Isla agrees.
Whoa.
Isla's stoked on it. I'm stoked on it. Put it on your radar. I feel like it can operate in the Stellar Blade Wukong area of quality next year. Like, First Berserker Kazan is the real deal. That game is sick.
It's funny. It was introed by the Russo brothers.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
that
why?
about? Did
I
they
think
do
somebody
the trailer?
No, I think somebody called in a favor. Would you please? You know what I
Okay.
mean?
That was
It was
bizarre.
such like a Hollywood favor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Weird.
That was really odd.
Because
Yeah.
they didn't have a strong relation to it, and also like you're expecting the trailer to be super good, and then like
Yeah.
it's
was
a
fine.
regular CG trailer.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, show the game, because the game is sick.
Yeah.
Show the actual game.
Yeah.
Then it was a raw dungeon fighter. I don't really remember that one.
Also in the Dungeon Fighter universe,
Right.
but that one's ultra anime.
right.
anime.
It looks like another free to play
Got it.
game as a service.
Lots of those going around.
A lot of those going around.
Then it was Dying Light the Beast. I'm very excited for the hero Kyle to return from the first game. He's back. He's got
But he's a
powers.
beast now.
He's a beast now.
He's
got
punching
powers.
glass.
Dying Light is so good.
Yeah.
I love Dying Light. Dying Light will always be close to my heart because it is one of the first games that I streamed when game trailers went out of business.
Ooh,
so
cool.
Dying Light, hell yeah, shout out. Then it was the Post Malone Hunt event, which I thought was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Okay.
I know he plays a lot actually. I
that's
like,
cool.
heard about this.
Different
Yeah.
vibes.
That's
you
right.
know,
Post
Killer
Malone.
Clowns for the
Yeah.
first and only time this Game
Something
Awards.
Hunt is sick. Then it was
Murder
Stage Fright. What is Stage Fright again?
Stage
That's
Fright is the Overcooked,
Overcooked.
people,
Yeah.
And that was really kind of a hard game to decipher. Not really sure what's going on there, but a fun attitude.
Master over here, what do you think?
They incorporated Keighley, which he loves.
That was
Was
fun.
that live? That little boy.
That was live. That was actually
that was
around.
fun.
That shot was
Yeah,
live.
that was
It
actually
felt live.
Oh yeah, and there was like a theater and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we just pull out and see them in kind of different time
It's another.
periods
It
or
takes two
different-
type.
Yeah.
There's a line down the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Difference here is that you're seeing like two different perspectives on the same world. So one is like dark fantasy and one was blue fantasy.
I thought it was really cool. I was
Joseph
very
Ferris is
intrigued.
punching the air watching this.
Then it was Game of
This
Thrones.
is so funny. They tell people that like, hey, you can go to the bathroom during trailers. So these people are like clearly on their way out to go to the bathroom.
That is hilarious.
But like, hey, no, it's not time yet.
Where's the bathroom? It's on the blue
love
side of the stage.
We love that inside scoop, Kyle. We love it. Then it was Game of Thrones randomly.
Not randomly,
No,
bro.
that-
Zaslav hinted at this.
Yeah, no, but that mobile game's already been announced and they've already came out with trailers for it.
This is not what he was talking about.
The King's Road?
Zaslav?
Right. Wait,
of
I'm sorry.
Thrones.
Is this a mobile
Game of
game?
Thrones King's Road, mobile. It's Netmarble.
No.
No way,
Yes.
bro.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's like a
I have seen ads
Big-
for this game on mobile games I play. This game is coming out for mobile.
You would know.
Yeah.
Jones would know.
I've seen multiple trailers for this game.
It doesn't look like a mobile game.
Oh, so what is it?
doesn't look
Mobile
good.
games are more advanced than Switch games, as Damiani even admits.
This is
now.
Netmarble. They make
Like, it's
action
kind of
RPGs.
insane.
They made a
Can't wait till
Marvel
Switch
MMO
to
that I got
come out.
hooked on and then got canned like 2
I
years
love you,
after it came out.
Because you're still going to be able to
This is mobile
say
game.
they're more powerful than Switch 2.
I'm so sorry. I still don't trust Jones. I need you to do the website
Yeah, we
pull
need
up
to
for this.
Google.
Okay, what's it
All
called?
right.
I still
King's
can't
Road.
trust him.
King's
Game of
Road.
Thrones King's Road.
So tell me about, because as somebody who just like doesn't know Game of Thrones, I know this guy, Jon Snow.
Right?
So it's like this all takes place in the middle of the story.
This
I
is going
guess.
to AOS
Yeah,
and
this is
iOS.
around the middle.
AOS, iOS, right there.
Yeah,
Front
Android,
page,
iOS
boom.
only.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only.
Only.
Nope,
That is
only.
the only things listed.
Okay.
Only
Only?
things listed. Yeah.
Only.
But
Only.
It's not out
Only.
yet. It's coming in 2025.
Only.
So this is whatever this is. It's not out yet, but this is a
Yeah.
mobile game.
It looks
Yeah.
like there's classes. You can be a knight, a sellsword, or an assassin.
All right, here's what I'll say. Like it looks nicer than Turok. this mobile game looks nicer than
The
Turok.
visuals are very good for
Yeah.
a mobile game.
Set
It's
right after
pretty
the
insane.
red
Their
wedding.
their Marvel MMO was gorgeous. It was
Yeah.
awesome. I really liked playing it, and then they just went away.
It looks like it's set right after the Red Wedding, according to the lore
Sure.
description in it.
Great call, Damiani.
Oh no, their page says so and so is dead, and now something is happening, and so
Marvel.
yes.
No, Damiani, at that point, it's not a spoiler, dude. Who is so
Okay, it literally says after the betrayal at the Red Wedding is when this takes place. So
Perfect.
Robert
10 years
is
ago. If you haven't watched it, that's on you. That's not
everyone
your
at the
fault.
Red
this
Wedding
point,
is
it's on
not
you,
in
bro, yeah.
this game.
Got it. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. More Game of Thrones. We never really got, other than like there was like a shitty season 1, 2 era Game of Thrones game, and then of course there was the Telltale Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
which I really
Which was
liked.
interesting. It was
But we
interesting.
never got like a Witcher level
Nope.
AAA Game of Thrones game, which is
I think-
shocking because of how
Here's the-
big
no, no,
Game
no.
of Thrones
Why?
was.
You
But
never
the
got a
goodwill
Witcher
is
level
gone.
thing ever
Yeah.
again, though.
Huh?
There's never been a Witcher 3 level anything.
True.
Like
Or,
nobody's
Dragon Age.
nobody's
or-
matched that.
Yeah, or even like let's bring it down to like a Kingdoms of Amalur.
Oh,
I mean,
all right, I like
like
that
a
level.
big
Witcher
Yeah.
are novel.
world.
Or
Yeah.
like even like a
They're doing it with The
skin
Witcher.
for like Crusader Kings, you know, like this hasn't even been that.
Yeah. So I just feel like
But-
there's untapped
I think goodwill for Game of Thrones has evaporated.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are fed up.
Well, no, I mean, people, the House of Dragons, like
House of
doing
Dragons.
okay.
Yes,
Sick.
but I think people are still like
Okay.
you know, wary.
Yeah.
They're wary of all that.
Yeah.
Back at Game Trailers, there used to be a group of guys who would meet in one office.
Yep.
Were you in that group?
No, because I
watch
hadn't
new
read it yet.
episodes?
I read
No,
the-
after the new episodes, it'd be like, all right, we got to go talk.
Yeah.
Everybody get in here. And like,
Nice.
honestly, like, I feel like that's really always colored my impression.
Yeah.
Because now they all seem really dorky to me because it's like, oh, you like that dorky Game of Thrones. Like, you loving that little mobile game? You gonna have a little scrum about it?
Probably not anymore.
You're gonna pull in the office and talk about how cool that game looks. So like, that's that to me.
This is at Game Trailers?
This was back at Game
At
Trailers.
Defy?
Yeah.
No,
No,
this is
Viacom era.
This
because
sounds
that
like
was
Viacom.
Viacom era.
that's how
For
old that show is.
sure.
Yeah.
Then it was Monster Hunter Now. I'll wait for Wilds. Thank you very much.
Right.
Then was Double fucking Dragon. Here we go again. Beat 'em ups.
Revived.
Will not.
Was this not
die.
already announced?
It was announced.
Okay.
It had previously been
And
announced.
that was
yeah.
that big grab bag
Yeah.
of things,
Yeah,
right? When they
yeah.
threw all the names out.
Double Dragon Revive. Always down for more Double Dragon. Don can attest how good Gaiden was.
Oh yeah, Gaiden was awesome. I was
was
super
good.
disappointed that this trailer didn't have any gameplay
I
at all.
know.
Though. That
Yeah.
was unexpected
That's
because they already had an announcement trailer that was similar to this one.
You don't want to
Right?
overhype this.
So we've now
Yeah.
had 2 cinematic
Yeah.
trailers, I think, which is weird.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Then it was some hardcore anime shit, dude. Solo leveling.
Oh.
I'm not watching it. Are you watching it?
I've watched a lot of Solo Leveling,
Oh.
and yeah, but then I was talking to my chat. I was like, should I keep watching that? And they're like, no.
Wow.
When
Yeah.
chat tells you not to watch an anime,
Yeah.
code red.
So
Get out.
Here's the thing: is like I feel like the openings of isekai can be like
Wow.
really good. Like Sword Art Online actually has a really cool beginning. I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. And
Oh,
then
you
op-
don't mean theme song. You mean like first few episodes.
like, yeah, like
Okay,
they
okay,
really
okay.
pull you into an interesting concept, and then like apparently, yeah, everything just goes to shit. But yeah, same kind of thing with Solo Leveling.
I'm watching Vinland Saga now. It's good.
Oh, cool.
It's really good.
All right.
Yeah. It makes
Dragon
me
Ball
wanna-
Daima?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Do I need to get in?
Yeah,
It's
fucking
good?
dump Vinland Saga, dude.
I mean, Dragon Ball is Dragon
Wait,
Ball.
You should be watching Dragon Ball Daima. You should be
Okay.
watching Dragon Ball Daima.
Never seen
Just
Dragon
jump
Ball.
right into Dragon Ball Daima.
Yes.
Okay, I'm jumping in.
My
It's
first
right
Dragon
after,
Ball.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
right after
Just
Beast
jump
Saga,
in.
right?
It is.
Okay.
It
Have you
is.
seen
Yeah.
Delicatessen Dungeon?
You get a Daima. You get a Daima.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
I watched the first episode,
It is
but
so
I,
good.
I
Yeah.
felt
Wait,
for
you
the-
did, Damiani?
Of Daima, no, of Dragon Ball,
Oh.
because, and it was a 90% a recap episode, and I was like, I got swindled on. I should have skipped to episode 2.
No,
I should have
90%?
skipped. I should
Do you
have
know what
skipped.
90% looks like?
I should have skipped to episode 2. I should have known better that they were going to do that. That they were just going to recap everything that happened up to that point.
This man has no idea what 90% looks like.
Okay, it's like 66%.
I dare you to eat 90% of a hot dog and say that wasn't enough.
It was 66% of the episode was a recap.
Who isn't finishing a hot dog?
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, it wasn't a good. I was trying. I was really
Yeah.
struggling there.
Taking a bite of hot dog is
Yeah.
odd.
Get 2 at least.
Don, what is your favorite anime?
I've said this before, Kyle. Chobits.
No, Chobits.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Same reaction from Damiani last
I know. I remember.
It's Chobits.
Naruto returns in March. That's what I'm showing Kyle. That's all that matters.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean he's returning?
Boruto.
They're doing
Or Naruto.
classic episodes. They're remaking.
Oh,
No, I
this
don't like this.
thing.
I don't like this. No,
Yeah.
no,
No, they look good. They
No,
look
no,
really
no,
good.
no.
They look really
But they're
good.
not
just
doing
makes
all
me
of
wanna
it.
die.
Bridge the
bro.
gap. It's to bridge the gap. It's to bridge the
Why?
gap.
You didn't like
Why?
Dragon Ball?
This is only for Boruto.
What was
I love
what was the
Boruto.
remake one again called? I forget. No.
GT?
No. When they redrew it.
Kai.
Kai. Thank you. Jeez.
We love
Yeah,
Kai.
yeah.
We
Is
love
Is that
Kai.
the
I guess
one you
you're
told
right.
me to watch, Huber?
Yeah. You watch Dragon Ball. You watch 20 episodes of Dragon Ball Kai, and you will have so much understanding of Dragon Ball Z. You watch 20 of those, and
you're
you
set.
can
20.
like, it's like when I really love this MCU line, Black Widow, when they're like, "Are you familiar with quantum physics?"
Just enough to make conversation.
There it is, Jones. I fucking love you, man. God, you're the
I've seen
best.
Endgame like 40 times. I
Just
really,
enough to
really,
make conversation.
Really, really, really like
exactly.
Endgame.
You watch 20 episodes of Dragon Ball Kai, just enough to make conversation. You know what's up.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Dying Light, Hunt, Stage Fright, Game of Thrones, Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball, Solo Leveling. Then we got to Screamers. What is this, the car one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't gameplay though. It was just
We were hungry for gameplay
It said
of
it
that.
was
Yeah.
not gameplay. So
There
I was
is
a
This
little
looked
bummed.
crazy.
Bosman smirked.
There's somebody here who's really excited about this particular game.
You.
Bloodworth. Me?
Somebody here.
Don Casanova.
Oh.
Oh yes, this is my game of show.
Yeah?
I was talking about it before the thing. This is his game of show.
I'm not kidding. I'm not
Scream
kidding.
for me.
Let's go.
Let me tell
Can
you
you
why,
scream in
though.
this form?
There's more to this game than any of us know.
Okay.
Screamer, the original.
Oh.
Huber, 1995
Yeah?
PC game.
Shut
The
up.
original looks sick as hell. It's
Are you
available
kidding
on
me?
Steam right now. I looked it up
Sick.
for $9.99. As soon as I get out of here at 3 a.m, I'm going to be
you
playing this game. Can't wait.
How have I never fucking played this?
How have I never heard of it, Huber? Wait till you
the
see the graphics
hell?
on this thing. It looks sick. For
29-year-old
$19.95.
PC racing game going
It
cyberpunk
looks
with Troy Baker is
so
in this.
good.
The hell?
So yeah, I'm extremely pumped for Screamer.
Dude.
Is that what it's called?
Oh my god, it was on DOS.
I think it's called Screamers. So I think that it's like Aliens.
Okay.
This game immediately gets a 10 out of 10, the original, for releasing on October 31st.
Nice. Just Screamer.
1995, Halloween.
You have talked shit about other games releasing on October 31st.
Well, that's only because of Jones. He changed my life, man. You changed my mind. You were like, no, you gotta have the build-up.
Changed his life.
You gotta have the build-up to Halloween. Instead of releasing right on Halloween.
I mean, it depends on the game. Depends
Yeah.
on the scope
Yeah.
of something. But
Yeah.
you have a spooky game that comes out on the 31st, and it's like, well, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have plans that day.
Yeah.
But you also can't play Screamers on
right.
October 31st.
So-
Screamer, just one Screamer.
Screamers is like an anime racing game.
Yeah, you just
Screamer.
do a
to
couple
me.
races, you're good. You don't only
There's
need
no
to play
S
for
at the end
30
of this.
No
minutes.
S?
There's no S.
So-
You're imagining the S. It's a Berenstain Bears S.
So, but here's the thing, Don.
This game had 3 sequels, by the way.
You told us about its past, its lineage, but what do you like about what you see in this trailer?
I don't know. I just think I think the art style looks rad. I think the art style of the game, like these car scenes, even though this might not be anything what the actual game looks like, I just like the vibe of the entire thing. And then when I saw its pedigree, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
all in.
Okay.
Dude.
I figure why
Trade paint.
they don't pick up and make sequels to obscure games like this that people haven't heard of unless someone
Yeah.
has some love and
Yeah.
art for it. You know what I'm saying? Most of us haven't even heard of this, so it's like the people that are creating this have a reason for doing it. That's what I believe.
Don, the reviews for the original are actually off the charts.
There we go.
A reviewer from Maximum commended the game for its high-speed replay sequences, smoothly scrolling graphics, selection of vehicles, numerous modes and options,
Yeah.
overall high longevity, and low price point.
I mean, I'm looking at the I'm looking at the the footage of the original. It's like it just looked way ahead of its
You got to
time.
throw that
It
up
looks
too. You got to
so
throw that up.
Crazy.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah. We all got to see that.
That is insane. Developer Graffiti.
Yeah, I do apologize. The new game is just called Screamer, like the old one is called Screamer, which is honestly a great title. So there was like a narrator who's like, "You are my screamers," right?
Yeah.
Here's the original that's available on Steam.
Dude,
for
the
$9.99.
people, Don!
What is
the
it?
people who made the original are the ones who just made Monster Jam.
Dude, this looks so good for
That's
95.
crazy. Dude, they did Hot Wheels Unleashed.
For home PC, 95. This looks very
This
good.
looks this is a Bosman stream.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This is
No,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying
yeah.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
buy
kidding
this.
me?
I'm gonna try to stream.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Please.
do this next week.
Yeah, this is content, Don. You should.
Yeah.
You got to
See you
stream
at
this.
the finish line,
Yeah.
This is content. All right, Don.
We're
Screamer.
targeting next week for Screamer.
Holy shit.
The Screamer trailer had narration, but Turok didn't. I'm just putting that out there. Okay? Just putting that out there.
No. Because
Screamer had something to
if
say.
there was narration, you would shit on that too. Because it'd be like, "We are the hunters." You know what I mean? And you'd be like, "Oh, okay. Are you hunters of what? What are you hunting exactly?"
Who's driving
That's
this
what I would
car?
say.
Who was driving it 25
You
years
bet.
ago?
You bet.
Kyle, I've heard you for decades say how much you love PS1 chunky graphics.
Yeah. I got Moto Racer vibes. I'm with Don. I get Don 100%. I like Screamer a lot.
Nice,
Got
Don.
good vibes, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Damn. All reviews mostly positive there too. You love it. Halloween game apparently. Screamer.
Yeah.
Maybe they were thinking
Screamer.
the name
Yeah,
screaming
Screamer.
like
Yeah.
capitalized.
Sure. Scream season.
Get all that candy. Go home. Play Screamer.
Just a few left actually. We're rolling through.
Okay.
Last of Us 2 remastered on PC.
Sure.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah.
Next up was Den of Wolves, friend of the show. Den of Wolves hype. This is
Oh,
the
10 chambers.
yeah multiplayer heist shit.
Pretty crazy.
I'm down.
Looks tough.
Yeah, super down.
Yeah.
I love
A lot of different stages to that match.
yes.
So-
and I love like when environments destructible environments. I love that.
We're talking about the Payday developers.
yes.
Are making a new heist game.
Yes.
Payday franchise dropped the ball.
Big time.
10
Payday
Chambers
3
is striking.
a botch.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
the hell happened to Payday 3?
the trailer ends with early access starting 22 ...
Yeah.
It
So
could be
hopefully
26.
next year-
It could be 2025.
They don't want to payday this.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to is
No,
Payday 3
old trailer,
fully
old trailer.
out? It's not like still early access.
Oh,
is
Payday
it?
3 is fully out, dude.
Dude, what even happened, Payday? What
Wrong
did
one.
you do? Damn, the Steam reviews out of 40,000, a 3 out of 5. Payday 3. You fucked up, Payday.
No, I'd be proud to put a 3 out there, you know?
Not on Steam. That is a kiss of death. Moving on
Okay.
to the Hoyoverse block, a little ZZZ, Zenless Zone 0.
You were saying honk shoe, honk shoe.
Yeah. And then Honkai Star Rail
Yeah.
after that.
Amphorious.
What is that?
That's the script.
The carefulness with which
Yeah.
Keighley went through
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of those syllables.
We're gonna see the new land
to
of
punch the titles.
Amphorious.
He did it. He was proud of himself when he got through that.
Yeah.
And then, super good, but so brief, Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
Too brief. Too
It was
brief.
like 5 seconds. I was like, ah! We thought it was
Keighley
Speed
smirked.
Racer for a second.
Yeah.
He laughed at that. He's like, it's all you get.
Yeah. Shadow though. Shadow's getting in his car.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog is officially an icon.
Now, yes.
Oh yeah, the movie.
Now,
Household name.
Yeah.
are we gonna get because I get a little confused here? Help me out. I know there's like the Sega Racing had Ryu from Shenmue.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just gonna be Sonic characters, or is this also
What's
gonna
the
have,
subtitle? It's Worlds,
It's
right?
Sonic Racing.
Well,
something,
no,
something.
so there was Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed was the first one, and that just had Sonic.
Stop that. That's the second one, bro.
The second one, sorry, but then it went to what was it? Sorry, Racing, then Racing Transformed. Was Racing
The
Transformed?
Sonic Team Racing was
Sonic
the
Team
next
Racing,
one.
yes, that was.
And that one is
Yeah.
that one is stinky.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was.
Not great.
So it's a team racing game where it's like your team has to win the match. So it's like everybody cooperates and stuff like that. Not interested.
Sonic
I just
and
want to win my
Sega All
race.
Stars Racing had the character. Like, who did have? Were the guest characters you were asking for? They had like Crazy Taxi,
had
Street
Bonanza
Fantasy
Bros.
Zone. Yeah, I.
Sorry, all we need is the subtitle for this new Sonic Racing.
Oh,
game.
I was gonna say Crossroads. New Sonic
Yeah.
Racing.
That sounds
TGA.
about right.
It's not
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Crossworlds.
Cross
Worlds.
Worlds.
Worlds. So it leads me to believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you want to leverage that. You're going up against Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You want to corporate this shit out, dude. You want to put your business hat on. You want to get Sega characters. You want to get licensed characters.
Go back,
Bad
go back.
news for you though, bro.
Like Mario Kart has Mario and Link.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Donkey Kong. You
Yeah.
need people to counter that.
Rio is no longer a Sega character.
Yeah.
All right, the racing game.
So you could get Majima
The Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Here's the press release. Reveal.
with a baseball bat, just like
Revealed during the Game Awards, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, the racing game featuring the iconic characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. The game features a distinct racing mechanic that promises to transport Sonic racing fans into a new dimension. It follows, yeah.
Dimensional
Multiverse.
risk.
So it's Sonic focus, not Sega
Got it.
focus.
Okay. Still cool. Still cool. Sonic is hotter than he's been since fucking 1990. So let's go.
He's hot.
Like Sonic
Sonic's
is
hot.
it is a new golden age for Sonic.
Yeah.
We are riding high. Next up, here we go. Mafia,
Yeah.
the old country, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mafia. Now, this is a prequel, which has me very excited because, as we know from Mafia 1 to 3, that covers many, many decades. So we're going back even before Mafia 1. Mafia 1 is in like the 1920s. So we are now in the late 1800s. We are in Italy, and they called the character Enzo. Now, all the theories, all the leaks, everything, everybody was talking about this game. They were saying, oh, it's going to be a prequel where we play as Don Salieri. He's the Don of the first game. You don't play as him, but you work for him. So they were like, oh, we're going to get a prequel with him. The character's name in this is Enzo, but Salieri is Enino. are we Salieri?
That's his
or-
first name.
Yeah, and Nino Salieri. So it's like, are we not? Either way, it doesn't matter because we are getting like an Italian mafia story.
Hold on.
Are they equal? Are they the same?
What Enzo is a nickname for?
It could be.
Lorenzo Vincenzo Innocenzo.
Okay.
Which I assume Eno.
Yeah.
What is it?
Enino. Ennio, I believe.
That's probably
Yeah.
a nickname
Could be.
for
It absolutely could be.
or Fiorenzo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely could be. I love this time period. I love the lack of like Tommy guns and classic like American mafia imagery. We're just getting this like basically the origins of the American mafia. Like this game obviously will end with them going to America or maybe even a little before that. So
They're
There's
figuring
always
it
like
out.
a little bit of humor in all the mafia trailers I remember. This is dead serious.
You're right.
Like,
serious.
My God.
Yeah.
hell
And
yes.
I love just the how dark that room is and brooding in like it's like the Jedi Order, you know, just like
It's like he's being
you're
inducted
now
into
one
a
of
cult.
us. Like,
Yeah.
Huber. There's some
Yeah.
the backstory from the official Mafia wiki
Let's do it.
for Ennio for Don Salieri was born in Sicily sometime in the latter half of the 19th century.
Yeah,
As a
it all
young
makes
boy,
sense.
he met Frank Coletti and two youngsters who got their first taste of crime by betting on dog races with Frank's Italian Greyhound.
Sick. There's racing in the other ones. There's gambling. Like this was just
What year?
like, a
Wait, what year is this?
CG
Does this take place in? Did they give you a year?
Probably like 1890 something
Okay.
is
Yeah.
my guess, or
'Cause
like 1901.
I think it's 1900.
Okay, because
Yeah.
somebody said that.
Well, it says
think-
Salieri
yeah.
immigrated to America in 1908. So
Okay.
It all makes sense for it to be Salieri.
I don't know if they meant 1900 like 1900s, but I think someone said that. Either
Yeah.
Keighley said that at the introing it, or they.
So it
Yeah, I don't
goes
know.
Red Dead 2,
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Mafia Old Country,
Right.
prologue of Red Dead 2,
Yeah.
Red Dead 1,
Right.
Mafia 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
right?
Yep. The fictional town is San Celeste, which is heavily referenced in Mafia 2. It's the birthplace of Vito Scaletta, one of the main, if not the main character of the franchise. It's Hangar 13 developing, which also did Mafia 3, which was a radical overcorrection and departure from Mafia 1 and 2.
Yes.
It's way more open world. Mafia
Yeah.
1 and 2 are Mafia 1 and 2 are linear games set in an open world.
Right.
They are linear as fuck. But a lot of people, game critics, were like, there's nothing to do in the open world, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that's like not the point at all.
Right.
It exists to
Yep.
immerse you. So then Mafia 3 was like, okay, let's have a million bullshit grinding fetch quests.
Icons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taking over the boroughs and stuff.
Video game garbage man.
So it really just kind of did the same thing over and over and kind of wore out its welcome. Even with all my criticism of Mafia 3, the story and the characters are incredible, dude. Lincoln
Yeah.
and all of that is
Yeah.
so good.
A lot of surprises, a lot of legit wow moments where like a
Yes.
cutscene would end and I'd be like, oh,
Yes.
that guy's out of the game. Oh, like Yeah.
So like the story
Amanda!
the story of this entire
Yeah.
franchise is like one of my favorites.
and pride too. There's a lot of stuff I built in Mafia 3 that when I would drive by and see the building, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Jones.
And, yeah,
Like-
and
It
just
takes
the
place in New Orleans?
city. The third one does.
I
Yeah.
got to share a running bit with you. I need to
Interview with the
explain
Vampire.
that. So there's a running bit I have where something I think would surprise Brandon Jones and make you call Amanda into the room.
okay, to show
So
her.
yeah, so like a thing, like an obvious twist happens in a game, and Jones goes, "Amanda!"
and this is a bit you do.
So this is
Where?
a bit.
Where?
So imagine the end of Resident Evil, or sorry, Red Dead Redemption 2, right? And then you pick up as John Marston. That's like an Amanda moment.
Yeah, there were two.
That's like Amanda.
There were two separate Amanda moments today in Great Circle, where I went into her office and was like,
These are
I know
now
you're
called
busy.
Amanda
I know you're busy right now,
Moment.
but I have to tell you about it.
Yes.
So this is a bit you do where?
When I'm streaming.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, this is Amanda.
that,
moment.
that was an Amanda moment right
That's
there.
so
yeah.
good.
Like he
Oh,
can't wait to
God.
share it, you know?
Yeah.
I got a moral question for you.
Yeah.
Would you bet on a dog race in a video game?
Yeah.
Oh, dog race?
Because it's
Yes.
not me, it's
Sure.
the character. It's would the character bet on
Right,
the
right,
dogs,
right.
and the character would.
They're still dogs.
Yeah.
Well, they're not dogs.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not. In this world,
See, I never think
over
like
a
that.
century
Okay.
ago,
Yeah, all right.
Project
never-
Century.
I never, when I play a game, I'm like, oh, it's just a game. No, I never say that. Like, it's actually.
Yeah.
That's not what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
No, but I know.
You
it.
are. You
But
said
I'm-
you said they're not dogs.
You said
They're
they're
not.
pixels.
Yeah, they are.
But they are.
Okay, and me as
are- they-
Enzo would bet on the dogs.
Right,
Yeah, the
right.
RP there. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
It's a video game is as close to a play as you can get. You're acting.
You can
as a
watch it
character.
play.
Right.
You said it's as close to a play as you can get.
as
Right.
being in a play.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. You're playing a character, and the character would bet on a dog race.
yeah.
Don, would you bet on a dog in a video game?
I gotta draw the line somewhere, Kyle.
So where's the line? Would you?
I love sports betting, all forms.
oh
but
my god,
dogs, dude,
that makes me
dogs.
sweat,
Yo,
bro. What do you mean
dog,
you
just-
love all
just-
forms of
Dog
sports
and
betting?
Dogs, though. Dogs is where I
But it's
question.
not you.
Yeah.
It's Enzo.
Yeah.
You're not betting on the dog. Enzo is.
Yeah.
Depends on the context.
It depends on the context.
If it was something that was introduced to me in the story,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, for they asked me to do this, I'm going to becoming a made man, I will do it. And then if it's like now they're on the side and you can do them when you want, I'd be like, I'm good. I'm not
If
gonna.
the
I'm not
mission-
gonna make a habit out of that.
If the mission before is you going behind the scenes watching the dogs get abused, fuck
right,
that.
right.
I want to make a bet with you right now. I think after this game comes out, you're gonna come on the podcast and go, the dog races,
dog
dude.
The actual racing in Mafia 1 is notorious. And
You know there's going to be
it. You
dumb
know it.
like car races in this where you
Yeah.
like chase people
yeah.
around. Horse races definitely.
I will play
Wait, there's
any
one.
game when you can ride a horse.
Yes.
And they show
If
you
we
riding
can get
a horse
one
in
more
this
play
game.
of this, there's one shot that stands out that I want to just.
When he friggin' goes like Romeo and Juliet with that switchblade.
it's pretty good.
Capulets and Montagues.
The
like,
skeletons, dude.
It's
Oh,
so
sure.
Shakespearean
tomb.
Takes
coded.
place in Italy.
Yeah. The Crusades.
Verona.
What in the world? You see it for like a second. There's just a row of corpses all in like ceremonial garb, like
Love
not
it.
entombed, like presented.
I wish men still dressed like this.
I mean, in parts of Italy they might.
Dude, when he busts the
So many
switchblade out.
characters, so many great,
This is a good trailer.
evocative. Boom! That right there.
So those are relics. I think those are like saint
Yeah.
relics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's a
But just
Catholic thing.
digging through that stuff.
game looks
Assassin's
great, man.
Creed, like just a cool layer I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
Like digging up the past.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Great-
we're
great
getting
showing.
this. Oh, yes. Okay.
I'd say met my expectations.
Yes.
This is what I thought we were going to get, and we
There
got
it
it.
is.
It's great.
Yeah.
Just a few more. Dispatch was the superhero in you're dispatching for
The
superheroes. You're
Lord
telling them where to
Bailey, Aaron
go.
Paul.
Yeah.
Phenomenal present or premise. I mean,
Yeah.
I think so.
looks very cute.
Like that is a show I would watch. If that was like
Yeah.
an MCU show where it follows somebody like telling superheroes where to go to stop crime.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we got examples of the dialogue choices where I would have loved just one example of like,
Yeah.
I sent the fire guy. Whoops, should have sent the ice guy. Like, oh, okay.
I think that's in the trailer. It's just extremely
I can't.
brief.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't decipher it, but
Yeah.
I had to kind of guess that that's what we're going to do. But that's a fun idea. That's one of my dream games. One of these days is the X-Men game where you're just Xavier. You actually don't control them. You just tell them where to go. And you just like, okay,
That's your
blue team go
dream
this
game?
game. That's my dream X-Men game. Yeah.
Why?
And I thought, what was it, Midnight Suns, which I granted have not played. I was like, oh, we're finally getting what's the tactical game where like even if you have like 99%, yeah, like you're XCOM but X-Men.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that was, but it was like, oh, Spider-Man's in it. And I was like, I would just love just the X-Men. Like if you just have that roster and
To
little
me,
more
X-Men.
pulled back, a little more like
Yeah.
a bigger view of the environment.
Yeah.
and-
I love that, Johns.
but because you can talk to him mentally, you can be like, Wolverine, go in.
Oh my
you know?
god. You can.
So
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense. You can actually, and like you have some special ability where you can actually like tell a character like, oh, no, I'm gonna control you and make you do this.
I would like, because he would never, right? So
Yeah.
I would like it if like part of like managing your teenagers is like they will do things that you
and
don't
they
want.
and you it's like piss them off to
Yeah.
a point where
Gene,
one of them's
wait.
like, I'm not going on that mission now.
Logan, no. Yeah,
Do you like
100%.
punish them or something if they don't?
Yeah, he has to.
You absolutely do.
Yeah.
and they
You
can
have
die.
to shoot.
You know, so
They can
like
die.
it'd be sweet.
Yes.
I mean, XCOM.
or like,
They're like, oh shoot, we lost Colossus on that mission.
maybe
oh well.
like Wolverine leaves the
Gotta
X-Men.
load that save.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck you, bub. You know, just gets on his motor. Like you have to like earn his respect. There's something to this, Jonesy.
But we got enough games to talk about.
okay, all
Trademark,
right.
Rivals?
Trademark.
You been playing Rivals?
A little bit.
It's fine.
Yeah, not my bag.
Did you play Concord?
A little bit. Probably played more Concord than Rivals.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
Okay.
how good
Yeah.
Concord was. 2 games left. Damiani, this one's for you.
That sounds like X-Men.
The Okami sequel, bro.
oh,
Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you have any behind the scenes on this, Kyle? Do you have any insight as to how the hell Okami sequel showed up at the Game Awards?
So
This is wild.
Hideki Kamiya was recently unemployed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I have a message from him I'll read in a
Oh,
few
please
minutes.
do, yeah.
Okay.
But I am curious about Damiani's first initial thoughts, though. I
Yeah.
interrupted you.
Damiani, take it
Oh, I
away,
mean, I was
man.
surprised that this. I mean, but it makes sense when it was the gap was filled in that Kamiya is coming back to Capcom, his own studio called Clovers. So like kind of like
Yep,
Aliens, a recurring theme here. So it's like
Screamers!
Yeah, here we go. It's coming back, and it's like full circle after departing, after being a little disgruntled with Capcom, going over to Platinum, and it's like now he got disgruntled with Platinum. It's like come back over to Capcom, and this is like great. I know a lot of people were really big Okami fans and wish there would be like more of it. I think when you get to your message in a second, like I think he even teases how it was left on kind of like there should have been more. I've never played through the entirety of Okami. I've like played through.
Really?
I played through like the Wii version and a bit like a little bit and a bit of the HD remaster, but I obviously played the entirety of Okami Den, which I had to like correct ourselves. I don't think it's actually a prequel. It's like a spiritual follow-up because it's not it's Chibi-Terasu. It's like you're like the spawn or something of Amaterasu. And
I
like
never played that one.
it's all like supposed to be like cute chibi and all that, and it said it's like very Zelda like, and that one had a lot like it was pretty fun. I wouldn't say like it eclipsed the original, but I think people are still clamoring for, can we get another Okami? And honestly, like these types of games that came from their original partnership with their studio under Capcom, like they had like Beautiful Joe, and now people are gonna be like, yo, where's the next Beautiful Joe follow-up? Like the possibilities for this, I think it's like a message of like for you, Hubert, with Onimusha, it's like Capcom giving people hope. We've had all the big franchises get their like these revitalizations, and now it's like we've got these. I was always saying this, like get the big boys out there, make them successful, get them on track again, and then phase 2 is let's move to our other IPs and revitalize them as well because we have so many strong IPs. We just need to do right by them. And honestly, like this is what we're talking about the trajectory. Like I hope this is what they mean with Square Enix when they were talking about like, we need to change direction with what we're going to be doing in the future. It's like, please look at what Capcom has been doing and take that as the blueprint because this is how you do it.
Yeah, dude. And the fact that Kamiya is coming back to do it.
Yeah, read that
is
message,
the most
man.
exciting.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
here
he
we go.
says,
Here we go.
message from director Kamiya. To all of you, until next time. How long has it been since the story was concluded with that? I didn't think the day would really come where I'd return to Okami and continue the story with my own hands. Even at this very moment, my body is filled with both a cautious surprise that this is not a dream and a joy that cannot be described in words.
Damn.
This is the man who made my favorite game of all time, Resident Evil 2, by the way. I just anything he touches, I'm in. Everyone who has worked so hard to make this project a reality. The friends who believed in me and gathered at Clover's Inc., and most importantly, the voices of so many of you who have continued to support Okami even after such a long time. All of this has come together to create this miracle for which I am deeply grateful. Like a strong rising sun, this project is finally in motion. but it's still a small bud that is blossoming. We are ready to fill this new Okami with many colorful flowers and to do our best to fulfill the promise of next time in the best way. Everyone please wait with anticipation. Hideki Kamiya.
Wow.
Nice.
The
That's
bud.
amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The bud, bro.
This is the dream. This is the dream.
Yeah, it feels good.
You know, somebody returning to a legendary, franchise. It's not quite a franchise, but I guess it will be now. It's like somebody returning to their own franchise to make another one after so long. Like, this is what it's all about. I love these type of stories, man. So good.
Yeah.
What is it?
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu would have been a great Smash Brothers.
I had that thought actually.
She's in
Rumored, but
Amaterasu would be
Capcom
a
3.
great me.
Honestly.
or a great amiibo.
When Smash Brothers characters were getting announced, when we were in the dog days
Oh,
of
that
new
was-
people, it was always
okay.
Amaterasu would get brought up every once in a while. Of like, oh, maybe Amaterasu, yeah. And that brings us to the grand finale.
Oh.
The one more. Keighley did it.
Yeah,
He
'cause
knew.
he
What a
said-
well done.
He said
Yeah.
Okami was
Twice.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
It was a good
done,
play.
Keighley.
Good
10
play.
out of 10 there.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky. And of course, it was the long rumored sci-fi brand new IP from none other than arguably the best in the biz, Naughty Dog. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Hell of a subtitle.
Yeah,
hell of
yeah.
a name here.
Not sure about that.
Yeah,
lot of syllables to
It's
jump
okay.
through.
Like titles, whatever. but
Intergalactic, I
it's
think
fine.
it's
Intergalactic.
cool, fine.
It reminds me
Fine.
of Space Mountain Jones at Disneyland.
Yeah.
You are now ready for your
Oh,
intergalactic adventure.
That's what it reminds me of. I mean, I'm just thinking of Beastie Boys. Like, I thought it was going to be
Intergalactic
Intergalactic Planetary was going to be the
Sure,
subtitle. I
sure.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
But,
Intergalactic.
Plays that every time he comes into the office.
Yeah. Great restraint night.
He's got that on the buds.
Resident Naughty Dog enthusiast Gabby. What are your thoughts here? Spit.
I have a lot of thoughts. I trust Naughty Dog
Yeah.
pretty implicitly.
100%.
I'll be playing this game day one no matter what.
Yep.
Something I noticed about this trailer is the importance of music. And the whole Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross of it all.
Yeah.
And the sword, the like crazy light sword she has at the end, looks like a waveform.
Oh.
It looks like it's moving like a waveform. And
Yeah.
as we know, Sony has, all kinds of music players, etc. So I think music is going to be really important in this game.
Yeah.
You can see this is a DVD. You can see the icon spinning.
Might
Yeah.
even be a
Player.
laser disc, bro, because they're going for
Oh,
so much
sure.
retro stuff.
See him?
like-
See him? Better Call Saul. Lalo. Right there.
Pause,
Lalo.
pause,
Lalo.
pause,
Lalo.
pause,
There he goes,
pause.
Lalo. There you go.
I buy it, bro.
Lalo. That's Lalo.
And there's Camille again.
Right there.
Camille.
And Mo Bassi from Bosch Legacy, dude,
Oh,
on the
Camille.
far right. Stephen Chang, Bosch hype. Let's go. Where are my Bosch stands in chat?
Bosch hype in
Let's
my
go.
life.
Yes.
Anyway, recognizable. If you have no idea what we're talking about, recognizable actors here
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
in-game art.
Yes.
5 Aces Mastermind. So those must be the 5 Aces.
Sure.
Because she's hunting Camille.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Where did
Third
they go?
largest safety deposit ship discovered empty weeks
So-
after theft.
This is introducing my Brandon Jones rage moment of the night.
Yeah.
Is when you see Kumail Nanjiani very clearly looking like Kumail Nanjiani.
We said the same thing. I really love him as an actor, but my criticism is that he's always him.
Himself.
He's not the character.
Right.
He's Camille Nanjiani. He's not the character that he's playing.
And that's
He's
like
the actor.
That's the peeviest of Jones's pet peeves
Yeah.
is when a movie actor just looks like
Yeah.
themselves in a video
It takes me
game.
out of it, dude, for sure.
How'd you handle this?
Maybe
Coleman camping gear, Jones. Coleman.
I mean, well, that's a whole different argument. I think we're like getting past that. I think I think it happens more often now.
Yeah.
Where and I think it's different when you have like a cast, when it's like, oh, here are all these people and they're going to play these characters. Cool. You just have like a guy pops up. It's like, whoa, okay. Well, now I'm kind of taken out of it. But yeah, my eye went straight to him, and I don't recognize the protagonist.
she's an alien
Tati
Romulus, right?
Gabrielle.
Yeah,
She's
Dead
gotta
Eye.
be.
She's in the 100 as well.
Is she in the 100?
Yeah.
I don't
So-
remember. I've seen every episode of the 100.
So that was
I don't
satisfying
remember.
for me, just if you were to be like, okay, cool, here's this character, and then it's like, oh, and there's an actor in there too.
every episode.
Insanely good facial animation.
Yeah.
You understand
Naughty
this
Dog
is Naughty
eats
Dog.
down.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, they're best in
Who
class.
is that?
Ripley.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And also a voice I really recognize.
We're trying to identify the actor with the eye patch down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
I see.
The voice more than anything. Yeah, I mean, this game, I'm already excited about the protagonist. She seems really cool.
Desperate, which I love. I love a desperate
And
protagonist.
did you read the article that Neil
I'm
Druckmann-
about to read the PlayStation blog when you're done.
Yeah, there's not much.
Not much. Yeah.
There's not much, but it looks amazing. And we
Yeah.
know it's going to look amazing. We know it's going to be fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then Naughty Dog said there's a lot of freedom involved. That was the only thing.
And that's
pre-
that was the other rumor is
Yeah.
that it's like a series of open areas, like a God of War kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pet Shop Boys. Was that the
Yeah.
disc? Yeah. Okay, wait. I want to wait until we see the sword so you can see what I
Yeah.
mean with the waveform.
The sword is sick. Some like Space Marine
all
vibes.
the branding was also very interesting. The
Yeah,
Porsche-
is that okay here? Any Coleman vibes here? Are you upset that we have some branding?
I
going
No,
think
on?
because
it's
the world
cool,
is
yeah.
built on it. So like I haven't gone into this world. So you show me those things. Oh, that's what the world is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you drop Coleman on me in Final Fantasy, I'm like, oh, cool. So it crosses over with our world, and they're like, shut up, Jones. Like, wait. So it does. Like, no, dude.
This General
It's just a
Grievous
thing, man.
looking ass.
It's like so when I
Is he
see
like
the
my
world
favorite
Coleman
band of all time?
So when I see the world Coleman and have emotions attached to it, nah, bro. Like, oh. Oh, but here we see Adidas. Interesting. It's like, well, how? Wait,
Right,
pick one.
brands
Pick one.
exist,
Pick one.
Adidas.
It's all the 80s.
Can you
aesthetics,
rewind
like,
that, Don? I want to
it's
see the waveform
80s
sword
Porsches.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
and
looks
like,
like
80s
80s
Adidas,
Porsche.
like it's all
Yeah.
fits the.
Here it's yeah.
Yeah.
sci-fi 80s tech.
It's like the ad
retro
it's
future.
Lo-fi.
Yeah, like ad placement spoof, sort of. But pastiche.
So
almost.
okay, everyone look at the sword. It like moves like a waveform too.
Dude, that enemy is sick.
General Grievous.
Yeah, General
Oh,
Grievous.
don't start Grievous.
Yeah.
See, it
so
moves
right.
like a waveform.
Yeah, very cool.
So music's going to be a huge part of this
Yeah.
game, Gabby. What a call. What
Yeah.
an
Harmonic
analysis.
resonance.
I wonder how many
Yes.
albums people can pick from that CD when it goes by. Just that
Has to
angle.
be on
just
Reddit at
seeing
this
all of
point.
those
Oh
CDs.
Yeah.
my God.
Oh yeah, you're so right, Kyle.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like here's the thing. You're asking like, what's the difference? Like, what is a Naughty Dog difference, right? So, firstly, like the budget is honestly
The maximum budget.
this sounds cheap as shit, right? But to say that like the branding like is a part of the aesthetic, I think is actually clutch. The first thing you see
Yeah.
is the spaceship that has a Porsche logo on the back.
Yeah.
And I think that's
And the
when you
old
like lean
Porsche
forward.
logo.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think it's actually like a huge part of it. The old Sony tech,
Yeah.
the fuzzy like 4x3 monitors that she's like talking about.
Betamax.
Chromatic
And
aberration.
you'll be in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, and so actually, like, I feel like already they've shown what is different and unique about their own vision of what the sci-fi world is, and I think that's really hard to accomplish in a minute and a half trailer.
Bigger than that. Laserdisc were.
Laserdiscs were big.
Yeah, they were bigger than those. Oh, but we don't know how big those were because we didn't see them relative to like their hand, right?
They looked like CDs.
They lit, but like we didn't see.
No,
we don't.
I think she's got a CD player. Oh, I see what you're saying. The input isn't big enough.
Yeah,
you're
like
right.
it
That's
might be
a DVD.
Laserdisc.
Yeah. We have a quick blog here as well.
Okay.
We're back. You have been dying to know what's next for us, and I'm thrilled to finally be able to answer. Naughty Dog's next game is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, currently in development for PS5. We've been working on this brand new adventure since 2020, so
Yeah.
right when Last of Us Part 2 shipped. This game is shaping up to be our wildest, most creative story yet. If you haven't already, check out the trailer, blah, blah, blah. Intergalactic stars our newest protagonist, Jordan A. Munn. Jordan A, middle initial, Munn, M-U-N. A dangerous bounty hunter who ends up stranded on Semperia, a distant planet whose communication with the outside universe went dark hundreds of years ago. Whoa. In fact, anyone who's flown to it hoping to unravel its mysterious past was never heard from again, which they say in the trailer. Jordan will have to use all of her skills and wits if she hopes to be the first person in over 600 years to leave its orbit. Beyond that, we're keeping everything about the story under wraps.
Please do.
At least for now. What we can tell you is that this game lives up to the Naughty Dog tradition of being a 10 out of 10. That's what I said.
I was going to say.
Of creating an emotional, character-driven, epic journey. Our narrative goals are rivaled only by our gameplay ambitions. I'm obsessed with that. One more time. Our narrative goals are rivaled only by our gameplay ambitions. This will be the deepest gameplay in Naughty Dog's history. Taking our learnings from our previous franchises and pushing them beyond anything we've ever done before. Jordan is played by the talented Tati Gabrielle, who leads a stellar cast, pun intended. Eagle-eyed players might spot some of the other cast members in the trailer. We'll reveal more of our ensemble down the line. Our incredible voyage into the cosmos also needs an equally incredible soundtrack. As tremendous fans of their work, I'm excited to announce Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. The guys are cooking. That's what they said. The guys are cooking, and the trailer is just a small tease of their work. We know you're eager for more, and trust us, we're very eager to share more with you. For now, though, it's time to put our heads back down and keep cranking away on Jordan's adventure. On behalf of the entire team at Naughty Dog, thank you to all of our fans. You support us to work on our dreams. Wonderful new worlds and characters of life. Can't wait to show you more. See you on the other side. Neil Druckmann.
It's just so cool to see them deliver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have these expectations and they just fucking did it.
They just do it.
You know, you just have faith. I think
Yeah.
a really cool moment of the
They've
trailer.
got so much goodwill.
Yeah, they could
Well,
just say Naughty Dog, but
to
this
most.
from the studio that brought you Crash Bandicoot, Jack and
Yeah.
Dexter, Uncharted, Last of Us.
Yeah.
It's almost their way of saying like we're about to define another generation.
Yes.
This is going to be generation defining, and I think that's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Like, even if you hate The Last of Us, I feel like it'd still be hard to not consider it generational defining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
both of them. Like, wow.
I still, my initial anxiety about this game, I'm so attached to Uncharted. I'm so attached to Last of Us. So I'm a little bit like, there's that thing in the back of my mind that's like, well, can't it
Is it
be The
gonna be-
Last of Us?
Yeah,
Like,
Last
can't
of Us
it-
Part 3?
Why isn't it Uncharted?
Yeah.
But I trust Naughty Dog.
100%, yeah.
I trust that I'm gonna, after this game is over,
Yeah.
be obsessed with Jordan.
I'm with you 100%. I love new IPs. It's so exciting because, this could come out and we could be like, oh my God, this is the best game they've ever made.
Yeah.
But also, I love sequels and remakes and remasters. I don't give a shit. Like, I love familiar things I love. And when you get to play them again, like, that's awesome. Or when you get to revisit those things you love. But new IPs also so exciting in their own way. And it's hard to be, I get so hyped when like an Onimusha comes because I know Onimusha. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know this. I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know how you play this thing.
Yeah.
But it's Naughty Dog. So that is really the only hype I have to latch onto is that I love this studio's work. So all
yeah.
we do is kind of wait and see where it goes. And I like the vibe.
You
of
say
the
it's
trailer.
only thing? Like, honestly, I feel like the
Obviously, the
trailer gives
vibe
you a
of it.
lot without even...
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like Space Bounty Hunter. I mean, that's a trope of tropes.
Yeah.
Like I've been a Space Bounty Hunter in 100 games, but how are they going to do it differently?
Yeah.
So,
Good shit.
and that was it. That was the show. Game of the year was Astro Bot. We didn't really talk about the awards themselves, but Astro Bot took it
Good
down.
spread, I think.
Yeah, Astro Bot, Balatro. They won a few. Metaphor won a few.
Rebirth got
Metaphor won a
music.
few. Final Fantasy won a few.
Wukong. It kind of just spread out everywhere.
Harrison Ford gave Troy the
Harrison
nod.
Ford.
Said he did a good job.
Hey.
You know who ate shit this year is Nintendo. They lost best family game. Like Nintendo
Yeah.
had nothing.
And Astrobot won.
Yeah.
they're
You know,
fine
that's the
streaming
Mario
right now.
spot.
Yeah.
They probably have something big. The people are saying that's going to be end of January, beginning of February, because they have till March 31st to reveal Switch 2. So I think it's very clear they're doing their own thing in Q1.
Oh yeah, I'm not even
Miyamoto's
talking about
renting his
announcements.
garden.
But like we were talking about what we did say before that you were here, Kyle, when we were doing our pre-show thing. We did say like maybe even like a Metroid Prime 4 update trailer. We could because that's not bound to Switch 2. That's something announced that's coming
Yeah.
on Switch. Like not even an update for that. So it does feel like they.
But like, I'm talking awards wise too, right?
Oh, and that too, yeah. Like
just a soft year for
yeah,
Nintendo.
it was just
straight up.
yeah. Like it's twofold. I think the best thing they got was the acknowledgement in the Team Asobi acceptance speech for Astro
Yeah,
Bot.
Didn't even say it.
Yeah.
We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. We are easy allies, love and respect all around. And now a word from our sponsors.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Allo or Allbirds or Cotopaxi, you think of obviously their products, you think of their website maybe, you think of, their cool ads or whatever. But do you think about the business that helps their business run? The business that helps the back end of making your buying experience simple or their selling experience simple? For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversion up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Cotopaxi and Allo use. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/allies, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/allies to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/allies. Check it out.
Damiani is in a future timeline from us, so he's gonna bow out here, everybody. Thank you for
verse.
yeah. Thanks for sticking around so late, Damiani. The winners, we'll briefly run down here. The winners, we'll rapid fire it. Don't worry. But I love Game of the Year awards because it is a celebration of the year of games, which I thought was excellent. Like, if you can't come up with 10 GOATys this year, you just don't play or like enough video games. I'm going to call you out. Sorry.
10's a lot.
No.
Okay.
There were so many fucking good games this year. It blows me away this year.
That sounds tiring.
Esports, I'm unfamiliar with. So,
Skip 'em.
Yeah, it's not really us.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Most anticipated game was GTA 6. Can we just get a quick 30-second check-in, Jones? Where are you with GTA 6? Where are you? Yeah, where are you? Where are you mentally with GTA 6?
Oh, that's kind of the joy of Rockstar. It's like you were saying, with Naughty Dog. We were like, I'm so dialed in. I know this is going to be like my favorite character.
You're just ready.
And like,
I'm gonna play it.
I think I've fallen into the trap of like before Red Dead 2 came out, before GTA 5 came out, where it's like, you know what they could do? And then you play the game and you're like, oh, I didn't think of half of this shit. That's fine. Never mind.
Yeah.
And I just finished, I'm hanging on the last mission, but since it came out on PC, I was like, all right, I'll play Red Dead again. So played Red Dead again. It's brilliant. Played GTA 5 again like 10 months ago, early in the year.
Same, like a year and a half for me.
Just went through. I didn't play the whole thing again. Picked up my PS5 save from wherever I left off, which is like, I think about 40% through. So like played through the rest of that, and just like brilliant all around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think it's gonna be great. I'm like. Vice City from like a Scarface perspective was really fun environment to play in Vice City on the PS2. Whereas like the stuff they're selling in that first trailer, I'm like, I'm not excited to go there. I'm not excited to like, oh, this place looks. I'm just gonna hang around this place.
Yeah.
It looks psychotic. It looks just really, really crazy. But I think once we get into it, I'm gonna be blown away.
Hell yeah.
How much time I'm gonna spend with online? That's gonna be the question. We'll see.
Yeah.
Am I really going to invest?
No, it's a big question because, GTA 5 didn't launch with online.
Right.
Yeah.
And this one won't either. It won't come out. Like,
You don't
when
think
it
so?
comes-
No,
Well,
like
Red
a
Dead
month or
didn't.
so, a couple months.
Okay.
Did you say
Are we? Yeah, are we GTA Online? It's got to be good. It needs to be good. I'm going to be judging it very harshly because GTA Online is semi-offensive.
Well, my thing with Red Dead was Red Dead 2 was so emotionally taxing that I couldn't imagine then being like, let's go online.
Yeah.
World more. Like, no, I want to hurl this game across the room.
I was spent. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm literally Huber. Every so often will text me like, "When are you gonna play Red Dead again?"
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, I have to get the courage up. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully the story will be so emotionally affecting and harrowing that I won't want to play online.
Yeah, you'll just be satisfied.
Yeah, I'll be
Sure.
satisfied. Exactly.
We love it. It's coming one of these days. No rush.
Played that zombie mode. That was fun. In the cemetery. Nice amount of
yeah.
in October. That was
Sick.
neat. Shot some zombies.
Player's voice, Black Myth Wukong. I liked that one because the gotcha game player's voice shenanigans, them bribing the players with
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
them
Bribing.
awards, in-game currencies if the game wins. Is
No.
not
It's
right.
if they get nominated.
Okay, still, it's not right.
So the bribery's already done. They
It's-
get the top 5.
It's unacceptable.
Oh,
man.
okay.
It's not
All right.
right.
All
It's
right.
honestly, they should be disqualified.
Top bribes.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, call me crazy, but like that just feels.
They're just
fucking weird.
celebrating their nomination by sharing their enthusiasm with their community, offering them free pulls of the slot machine.
It's dirty.
Yeah, it's
I respect the dirt, but it's dirty. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
innovation and accessibility. I'm so happy Prince of Persia won something because that's
Wild,
one of my
yeah.
favorite games this year.
Didn't know what they had done in that arena,
Yeah.
but they crushed
Incredible
it
game.
apparently.
Love it.
Nice.
Best adaptation, Fallout. Great show.
Actually, worth noting, The Lost Crown, since there's 2 Prince of Persias that came out this year.
Yes, The Lost Crown. Thank you, Kyle. Yes. Best.
Helldivers 2 for best multiplayer. Good pick. Good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah,
Good
best
pick.
multiplayer, Helldivers 2. Best sports racing
Yeah.
game, EA Sports FC. Best
They
family
dropped-
game.
Okay.
This is you, Nintendo.
Yeah.
You botched it. Although Super Mario Party Jamboree is actually the best Mario Party maybe of all time. Ever. Yeah, it's that good. It's that I've said it so many
I love
times.
Super Mario. Are you playing the single player mode?
I beat the single player mode. That's how good
Holy
it is.
shit.
Yeah, it's dude. Super Mario Jamboree is the best Mario Party.
Wow.
game. It's
That's-
fucking crazy.
Every time
That's
I
an
think
opinion I
Huber
trust
might
right
be
there.
inauthentic, he just proves himself to be the most like legit guy. Who do you know who beat the single player mode of
Yeah,
Super Mario
any-
Jamboree?
Of any Mario Party, the single player.
Damn.
You unlock like things to
Oh yeah, I played a
in
bit
your
of it.
home base or
It's
whatever.
really fun
Yeah,
actually. It's really really cool actually.
I was like, ooh, I want more of these.
yeah.
Best Sim, Frostpunk 2.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I love the award spread this year. Best RPG in the year of the RPG. This was a big one. Metaphor took it over
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, and Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
All
Metaphor
of those
over
are
Elden
incredible.
Ring was kind of wow.
And
After
Final
all the
Fantasy
hoopla over the
DLC. It's
DLC
the
pick,
DLC.
it didn't
Yeah.
take anything.
I thought Rebirth would take it, but
On
Yeah.
January 23rd, I will accept everyone's apologies.
What do you mean?
for Metaphor.
for-
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
We're sorry for voting for Metaphor. That's what I'm expecting to hear from everyone.
Have you played Metaphor?
Yeah,
you know, I'm a
a
little
lot. I've played a lot of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You didn't like it?
No.
You didn't.
I
Even
mean,
like the
okay, no.
characters?
I would use the L word and like. I liked it. Sorry, there's
You didn't
L
like-
word is love.
lowercase L.
L lowercase L. I like it. Yeah.
You didn't like the characters?
I mean, I liked them. They're inoffensive.
I loved them.
What
go.
part?
No,
Let's not.
here's the thing. The
Are you
plot.
fucking compared to Barrett. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I am.
Barrett, dude.
So
Barrett.
the
Look at Aerith. There's
Yeah.
no Aerith in Metaphor Refantasio.
there's
She's not there.
don't listen. Stop. Don't listen to him. Don't stop nodding.
There's no Tifa.
But
Seems like you're argument.
Hulkenberg.
These are true statements.
Stroll.
Yeah.
Fucking that little bat guy. Heisman.
That little
Like to me, Metaphor, the plot, no. Absolutely not. But the characters, 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Some of the best characters of the year.
It's
Hell
interesting.
yeah.
I think so. Like I think what is liked about it, and what I need to like get accustomed to, is that it's like the Persona style of draw the interesting things out of me. I'm not an interesting character at face value.
no,
I'm
well,
not
you
gonna
didn't
do
finish
any-
the game, right?
No,
Okay, there's
So-
kind of a reason that you're boring.
sure.
and it's bad.
So, but I think that's the idea, right? It's like the more time you spend with them, they're like, oh, actually, I'm kind of sad at night. Like, oh, okay, so there's something going on with this person. And then on the next time you have crumpets, they're like, and when I'm sad at night, I like to knit. And you're like, oh, whoa,
And
this
that's
person.
bad?
I never expected the highs. It's just, there's nothing interesting initially. It's you have to like spend time with them to draw the interesting things out of them.
And you don't like that.
No.
You just want to know.
I like
everything.
Red 13. I like Kate Sith.
I do too. I love Kate Sith
Then why did it win Best Role Playing Game?
because
It is a hell of a category.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not even trying to be cool here at all. Like, my favorite one is Dragon's Dogma 2. I've been saying that all year. Like, actually, nobody
what a
agrees.
category,
Nobody
dude.
agrees it's fine, but like
Yeah.
for me, Dragon's Dogma 2 is my favorite.
Infinite wealth in there, dude.
And
It's
that
tough.
is one of the best RPGs of the year, no question.
Yeah.
One of the best Yakuza games.
Yeah.
Infinite Wealth blows me away.
Yeah.
The metaphor Final Fantasy discourse, though, I would love more of that. This is
that's hot.
good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
That's
hot.
spicy.
That's hot. That's hot. Best
I've finished both. You haven't finished both.
I will never finish that game. I'm going to look up spoilers.
Best fighting game, Tekken 8. That was not quite a no-brainer because anytime Dragon Ball's there, look out.
Nah, it's a shoe-in.
Anime.
It's a
Yeah,
shoe-in.
Tekken 8, one of the
It's a
highest reviewed games of the year. Best action game, Black Myth Wukong. Like Final Fantasy metaphor. I think another one of my favorite kind of debates is Wukong and Stellar Blade. Man, I think Stellar Blade is a better action game. Like
whoa.
Wukong might be a better game. Maybe. I don't know. I like Stellar Blade more, and I liked the action actually more. But who knows?
I like him saying it wasn't hard. I like that.
That was so funny.
I like that bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just to be clear, my game is not hard.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you're
you
on
can-
stage, you have the mic.
You can
like,
grind a
do
little
it,
bit,
do
John,
it.
so you're pumped.
Yeah.
Some of the best grinding ever. My favorite part, I say it over and over and over. My favorite part about Wukong is the progression. That from level 1 to no joke, 50 hours into level 100, every single time you level up,
Yeah.
it matters. You get an extra point.
Feels
you're like,
good.
Yes. Yes. For the whole game, dude. How often does that happen? It's so good. Best action adventure? Astrobot? Is it an action adventure?
That is the weirdest genre.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, what were the other
Action
nominees
adventures
for that? Do you
like
have
doing
them?
this in 2024. It's like we want it to be in 2025. It's never going to be. So whatever. Like action adventures never going away. It's just
Astrobot for action adventure. Like let's try to find the through line here.
So
Please.
I think if you go to the website and you see the official definition, it's about how there's more exploration involved, whereas
In
action
action-adventure.
action
Okay.
is more
Perfect.
based on combat.
That's actually perfect. That's actually well done. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, because we have Astrobot. You're exploring in all of these games. This
Right.
makes sense. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, and Star Wars Outlaws.
Star Wars Outlaws should not have been nominated for anything.
I know. I agree.
I fucking love Star Wars.
I
Me too,
loved it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I did everything in that game.
Me too.
Everything. I scoured it. I scraped at those maps,
Me too.
man.
And he didn't. That's what's so fun about it.
The was it? What's the ice? The snow? That city, man. I ran up and down those hallways so many times,
Dude, and Tatooine looked
doing all of those
insane.
things. Yeah, but no, that no.
Wow.
Yeah. Best mobile game, Balatro.
Yeah.
Of course.
Best VR game, baby, Batman. I gotta play this.
That was the shoe-in. That was the favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Asgard's Wrath is also really insane. Best ongoing game, Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Taking it down. That's again the
2
spread.
awards. Go Helldivers.
The
Yeah,
spread
feels
this
good.
year is excellent. Best community support.
You know what? No, he normally wins that one. Final Fantasy 14.
Right.
No.
They had an off year.
Even Damiani was
Yeah.
like, no, it shouldn't win this year.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal there. But I mean, you can't be.
They got to get built. They're building.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going back to the drawing board. They're starting up.
You gotta have a
They're
down
ramping
year.
up.
Sure.
Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3,
Cool.
which is so fun because it's like, oh, we won Game of the Year last year, and now
Yeah.
we're best
Pedigree.
community.
Yeah, totally.
That's a really fun follow-up award for them. Best independent game was stacked. Animal Well, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, UFO 50, and the winner, Balatro. No Nine Souls representation anywhere kind of hurt me.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Those
Like,
bosses are too damn hard,
it's
bro.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Dude, the final boss, dude. Oh my God, get out of my face. Also, best debut indie game, Animal Well, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, Plucky Squire, and the winner again, Balatro, taking it down. Best performance went to Melina Jurgens for Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. Games for Impact was Neva. I really need to play that. Best audio
Yeah, there's got to be a reason that's in for Game for Impact.
Yeah.
Even. Yeah, something happens,
Yeah,
dude.
because Indica was so sick.
Yeah.
Life is Strange was good. Not my favorite of the franchise, but good. Hellblade 2, Tales of Kinzera. Yeah. Closer the Distance. I really wanted to play that, but it seemed like a lot. It's like a family type Simsy.
That's crazy.
It's a lot. Closer the Distance looks amazing, right in my wheelhouse, but it also looks like a lot. Like I need to settle into playing it. Like,
It's the only game on this wiki you can't click on.
yeah, it's super low profile. Yeah, for sure. Look it
crazy.
up though. It's on Steam. It looks amazing. Yeah, Closer the Distance. Best audio design for Hellblade 2, incredible.
Sure.
A lot of whispering. Best score and music. How are you ever gonna beat Final
Right,
Fantasy?
tough,
How are you ever
Yeah.
gonna do it?
Tough.
Yeah.
Like.
A remake too, so you got the original tunes plus the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad Stellar Blade was there because that was one of my biggest takeaways from Stellar Blade was the music. I loved the music of that game.
update for you, Dan.
Best art direction for Metaphor. I mean, the game is just style.
They can have that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? They can have that one.
Yeah. And best narrative.
No.
Best
no.
narrative. Even yeah.
No,
yeah, we say
no.
But
no.
It beat out Silent Hill 2, which is a remake, but they did expand it, so yeah. Hellblade 2, the narrative was okay. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, one of the best in the franchise, for real. And then Rebirth. It comes down to Rebirth and Metaphor again.
Yeah.
RPGs here.
Yeah.
I wonder. It's interesting because Rebirth and Silent Hill 2 are pre-existing narratives, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the...
Yeah.
I say that loosely. I
Okay.
know about Final Fantasy VII Remake, dude.
Okay.
I know. Loosely saying
I
it.
think you're
With an
saying
asterisk there.
this is
Yeah.
what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it makes sense to me. Yeah.
And then lastly, best game direction, Astrobot.
Man, we should have known it had it at that point.
Yeah.
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 Well, when we got to Game of the Year, I was like, well, it's either Astrobot or Metaphor because
Yeah.
they've been
Yeah,
winning
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Best game direction, though. This is, spoiler alert, this is the one I picked, actually, was Astrobot. The nominees were Balatro, Wukong, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, and Metaphor, same as
Right.
Game of the Year.
Always
Yeah.
is. It's a weird category.
Yeah.
Especially because when they do the nominees, they don't even say who directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nominees are these games.
Oh, because honestly, that's particular too. Actually, like it's the game that wins game
Right.
direction as opposed to the individuals.
A little weird.
And then Game of the Year,
Yep.
Astrobot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Semi-shocking. I'm
Feels good.
not surprised, but I am a little bit like that. And that's not saying it's like, oh, I didn't believe in Astrobot, but I believed that the voters would pick something bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's like the big shiny Rebirth or
Yeah.
Wukong
I mean-
or Metaphor.
Even though it's
Like Astrobot's a smaller game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's like one of the best games of the year and it's
Easily.
hugely popular, I think it still feels like an underdog.
Yeah, it has the underdog vibe for sure. That and Balatro.
Underdog, like
Yeah.
yeah.
But I love I love any game that challenges that idea of just like, it's, it's like a sports game is never going to win Game of the Year ever at any publication ever in the world. It's never going to happen. It just isn't
Or
built
a
for that,
racing game.
you know?
Yeah.
But I love
So
like
weird.
at game trailers when Hearthstone won, people were
Yeah.
just like, and I was like, I played this game every day this year. I never had a bad moment. I challenged my
making me
friends.
mad again.
I got
That was a
competitive.
shitty year, Kyle. That's why it won. 2014, one of the worst years for video games.
That was
of
the
all
year
time.
the Goaties. Well, I think it was still VGAs, right? Was that the game here? But that was the last Dragon Age. That was
Yeah.
Dragon Age
Wait,
3.
what should have won?
Yeah, dude, there was Dragon Age.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Sure. That is a contender. But Hearthstone was more innovative, I guess.
Girl.
Then, dude, I mean, you know how much I love Tropical Freeze. That is a 10 out of 10.
An actual 10 out of 10.
Yes, one of the best
Yes.
of all time.
Yes.
But during that year,
Nah, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Jones is like, he's setting me off again. To me, there's a huge, like, I feel like this happens a lot with
Mario
Goaty
Kart
picks.
8 came out that year, actually.
Yeah. I feel
Still
so.
weird year. Strong.
I feel like a lot of critics hop into these things where like I got addicted to this, so it's good. You know, like I played like because I played so much of this game is good. And it's like no, you got hooked on a game that has hooks.
All other card games,
it was
all other
amazing.
digital card games before Hearthstone sucked. They were all
Hearthstone-
slow and not graphically impressive at all. And
Hearthstone was so good.
Tropical Freeze is great. And you know what? If we were to have that debate again, I would. If
Yeah.
we were to do a vote, I would totally acquiesce to that.
To be fair,
but-
the game of the year is that year. I don't know why we're talking about 2014, but we are. It was
'Cause I
Jones
asked.
dug it up. It was Dark Souls 2,
right,
Dragon Age Inquisition,
right.
Wolfenstein: The New Order, though. Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
What?
Right.
Destiny 1. I'm telling you, 2014
Right.
was
Yeah.
trash.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It was a weird
2014
year.
sucked.
These
Yeah.
are the best games.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
year.
Weird year.
Notoriously 2014.
Those are all like
Yeah.
the middest games
Yeah.
in any of
Yeah.
them.
2014 not great. So I'm still happy with Hearthstone.
I still had
Yes.
that. Sure.
Alrighty, and that's it. Any other thoughts on the awards winners or anything? Final thoughts on just the Game Awards proper. Actually, that's before.
Damiani-
That's before I need to ask you something.
Oh.
Didn't make the cut.
Oh, I'm so
Ask
sorry.
Kyle.
No, this was gonna be a segment where we do jokes that didn't make the cut, but I decided not. I'm cutting didn't make the cut. Yeah.
Everybody always wants to hear that stuff.
Can you give us one?
Come on, give us one. Give us one.
Please.
Well, the thing is, like, it's the puppet, like it's the Muppets. Jones and I would have to perform it.
Right.
I'll do one. We'll do one.
Yeah.
Great.
do one.
Great.
We'll do one. We'll do one.
Yes.
Didn't make the cut.
We got him, chat. We got him. We got him. We got him.
You can keep going.
I was gonna say
This,
yeah.
we're on this.
Kyle,
This
you
is it.
Fix your hair.
Damiani had an idea of one thing that I did right. He was like, I'm so positive. Kyle wrote this one.
Fix your hair, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
It was the pre-order.
You know,
My favorite was the sellout. The sellout joke.
That was good.
I hear you sell out all the time.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Fix
Stand by, everybody.
I know I don't like to admit to jokes that I have written that get in,
Humble.
but I will say I had an idea for a bit that made it into the show that I was really excited about.
Yeah.
And I was actually in this position where like I'm hoping that like I hope people think this is as funny as I think this is.
I'm sorry. Please fix your hair. Please.
What's
It
wrong with
won't
it?
work. It
It's
won't work.
sticking up in the
it's
back.
perfect.
It's perfect.
I had to go to hair and makeup because one of the talent crew said my hair was like distractingly bad.
Oh my god.
Just for the tiny bit where I was like the
Yeah.
Squid Game guy
We
who
didn't
dies.
talk about that, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So just for that, just before that, someone like a stage manager person comes up.
Was
and
that
says, like-
live? Were you sitting in a chair? And
Yeah.
they cut oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I know that's what's crazy is it was actually like a super tight shot. But anyway, yeah,
It looked fine before, but you took your headphones off, and it like.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
But
that
anyway, she was
headphones
like,
there?
"Yeah, it's distractingly bad."
Oh no.
No, don't look at
spoilers.
the
Oh,
others.
can't. Come on.
No spoilers.
Okay, we'll do that one. We'll do this one.
Dude, who's playing Helldivers 2 new content tonight, baby? Let's go.
It's 12:30,
That
so-
is exciting.
All right, didn't make the cut. These are so basically writing for the Game Awards. It's 98% of what you write doesn't make it in. A lot of and what's cool is like a lot of the guests are like, actually, I'd rather just do my own thing, and that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like Aaron Paul shows up. He's like, I'll just vamp.
I'm not gonna comment. I've already commented too much.
Okay.
Why did the Scarecrow get a game award?
So this is Statler and Waldorf, the Muppets. Jones has already picked Waldorf. So Statler is, hey,
He's the first, yeah.
the more like old
The taller
sound-
one.
Excuse me.
Taller one with the clothes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's the one about the blonde boy with 2 girlfriends.
You know, I almost had 2 girlfriends once.
Is that true?
Yeah, but then I made a big mistake.
Oh, Waldorf, what did you do?
I invited them to the Game Awards.
That That's really good. That's really good.
really good.
But the thing is, we shouldn't keep going, so that's it. I'm cutting it there.
Love it.
That
we
was
love
fantastic.
it. We love it.
Really funny.
That's a director's cut.
I
right
would
there.
understand
much.
why Muppets would be like, we don't want to imply that Statler and Waldorf fuck.
No, I actually so I watched a bunch of YouTube videos with them. They definitely talk about their wives a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf are married?
They
No,
were married.
no.
It's always an ex-wife.
Got it.
But then I remarried her. Yeah, you know, Muppet shit.
They were really good. Okay, now final thoughts. Anybody have any final thoughts on the Game Awards?
Oh, just again, Harrison Ford walking out. That was cool.
Yeah, that was
Didn't expect him. I liked him. The prompter.
Yeah. It was really
Sure.
He played ball, and Ford does not play ball.
Yeah.
He's changed a lot, actually, specifically around Indy, around Dial of Destiny. And this, he's
Love Dial of
he's warmed up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that stuff. Like I'm a sucker for, the celebs coming out and kind of doing their thing usually. But this one felt really good because when I was playing one of the best games of the year, Indiana Jones,
Yep.
the whole time, because I was so blown away with Troy Baker, like, holy moly, I was like, man, I wonder if Harrison Ford has seen this or
Yeah.
heard this or what he thinks about this.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted that moment of Harrison Ford reacting to it, and we got it. So that was
Like when Solo came
Yeah.
out, he
Yeah.
was like at some press junket, and he was just like, "Get away from me!" Like he just he couldn't stand to be near
Yeah.
him or talk about it or anything. He was just
Yeah.
like, "This is the worst."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Kind of crazy. Troy Baker hasn't won Best Performance yet.
Yeah.
When they said that, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Who
What a
the hell
call
did he
out.
lose Last of Us to?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, Google time.
Immediately. Sorry, everybody. Game Awards. What is that? 2013. Last of Us 1. Like what? Spike Video Game Awards back then.
Yep.
Oh
no.
That was the 2013 was the
chance.
one. That was the.
This is like Best
That was the
Performance
last
by a
one.
Human is what they called it at that point or something.
Nope. And Last of Us is there. Wasn't even nominated for Character of the Year. Wasn't even nominated.
Tell everybody who won.
The Lutece twins from BioShock Infinite.
I think they're Lutece.
Lutece.
Yeah, that's so rough.
Other nominees were Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, Trevor Phillips from GTA 5,
Okay.
and Naya from Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Keep scrolling. I feel like they.
No, Last of Us is here as a nominee though.
No, I don't like Character of the Year. I feel like they used to do like Best Something by a Human. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Best voice actor. Oh, he did. Best voice actor. Troy Baker as Joel.
He didn't get a game award though.
Got
no game
it.
award.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
yeah,
Ashley
yeah.
Johnson also won.
Yeah.
As Ellie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There we go.
Wait, they both
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Crazy. Troy Baker beat himself because he was also Booker in BioShock Infinite. There you go.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe was also nominated.
Oh, for that game with Elliot
Beyond
Page.
Two Souls.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
funny. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It is time for Love and Respect.
Do you have it?
It is over there.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Help us out. Help us out.
Ooh.
Yes.
Do you have it?
It is time.
It.
You take it away.
Him.
Kyle, you got to do
Oh,
it.
you're right. It's been a while.
You got to do it, yeah. Love and respect. All right.
That's the musical performance of the night right there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice, Gabby. Huh? Yeah, I like how you hit that. You hit some nice notes there.
Thank you.
This is from iDens. Hi, allies. Which recently announced game could use a Doc Brown spider monster?
Ooh, well, I think we should be from the show.
Yeah, sure.
What
Yeah.
needed a bigger twist?
Turok.
Yes.
Yes.
Nailed it, Gabby.
I knew it.
Nailed
I knew it.
Yes.
Yep.
Turok
Yep.
is perfect.
Turok.
Yes.
Turok's. His head comes off and he becomes a dinosaur. He's the moon comes out and he werewolves into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're son of Turok and you have to hunt him or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that game? Holy shit. All right. That's it. That's it for.
It was rough too because
That's all what we're
That's all
sent
Love
you,
and
huh?
Respect. Now it's time for a game.
it was rough
okay.
too because you brought up Arc 2 beforehand.
No, I know.
So for to go from Arc here down to Turok, I was like, is that even right? Is that where? Is that the standing? Am I more excited for?
Ooh, I got a game too. We can definitely play the game that
yeah.
people submitted, but I got a game I want to play too.
This is from Danky Kang.
Okay.
Greetings, allies.
Love that name.
At the time that I am typing this, TGAs hasn't happened yet. However, I can only imagine that there will be a ton of game announcements and therefore a ton of word salad titles. That's why it's time for another installment of Game That Name, where I give you 5 totally made-up game titles and you tell me what type of game that would be.
Fun.
Right.
First up, Persona like a Shenmue. This is a monster hunting, dungeon crawling Shenmue game where Fukusan is dreaming. The entire game is a dream. And he's going into dungeons collecting monsters.
And you draw out any interesting aspect out of every character.
Right.
But
Yeah.
no, you do it with the you put the coin in and the little plastic
gotcha
thing comes
thing?
out.
Yeah, the
So they
gotcha.
come out and he opens them up and it's like,
Lucky
I like
hit.
to play chess. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I like that.
what's the phrase? He's like, I would like another. He
Yeah.
says something like,
one more.
one more
Just
couldn't
one
hurt.
more.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Next is Them's Fightin' Birds.
It's a bird fighting game.
I'm afraid it's just a bird fighting game.
Yeah.
Bird Muso.
So a bird so good.
Where you're like
Yeah.
an old man with a cane and they just
Like
they all
you
come
know how
flapping
you
in.
know like murmurations or whatever. Like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
see
yeah.
bird, it's like that just swarming around you, and you have to
Oh,
like
that's a crazy
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
That's nice.
Totally.
Jones, I could never play this game in front of you because the entire time I would just be going, "Rah! Rah!"
And Jones hates that noise. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Cerebral Graffiti.
Ooh.
This sounds sick.
Yeah.
Cerebral Graffiti.
Oh, this is like what's the
It's a skateboarding game,
okay.
but you're skateboarding like inside the human body. Like
There you
you're
go.
you're a germ.
Trying to get up to the brain.
Love that.
Yeah.
Gabby is spitting, dude.
You're like
Yeah. So
you're
the
working on
end's just
neural
all electricity.
pathways.
Yeah.
yeah.
And your tags make that person like you more.
What person?
Or they like
The
itch.
person whose body you're inside
Ooh,
of.
that's it.
They know you're there.
No. So what you do is you like tag your own name inside of their brain, and then when you're out, when you sneak out of their nose,
Oh,
they're
you're
like,
going out. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so when you're out of there, and you're like, so what do you think of me now? And I'm like, you know what?
Wait, are you like microscopic?
Yeah. So like basically you go, you do the skateboard thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You get to the final level of their brain. And it's like your science teacher, you know what I mean? And so you like tag the inside of your science teacher's brain, you come out their nose.
But what if
You
it's
grow
like
back
what if
up-
it's like Catherine?
okay.
Where it's like you can make them hate you too, you know, it's one
Oh,
or the other.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, the
Turn
true
them into your-
ending.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
true ending.
2 more.
Okay.
You are the TV.
These
You are the TV.
You are the TV. This is
These are
some
really
WarioWare
great.
energy for sure. Some kind of kooky shit.
I'm kind of getting like a V for Vendetta vibe, you know, just some kind of revolution thing, you know, where it's like the revolution will be televised.
are the
vibe.
You are the TV.
Where you're like you're like taking over radio stations, you know, and then the militia takes it over once you've done it. So you got to take over another one. And
Wait, why are you doing radio
keep-
stations when it's called
Pirate-
You
or
Are
Sorry,
the TV?
yeah, the-
broadcast station.
Like a pirate
Broadcast
TV.
stations, yeah.
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 Max
Cool.
Headroom.
Last one is The Secret Beach.
The beach that
It's
makes you
Death
old.
Stranding too, isn't it?
It's a Strand game.
It's
a
Death
Strand game.
Stranding 3.
But a little sexy.
Little
Death Stranding is a little sexy.
anime. More on the anime gotcha
Okay.
side.
Sure, all right.
Yeah. It's like
That'll scare Kyle.
You're about to make billions with the secret beach,
Secret
bro.
Beach, dude.
Oh, great. Boy.
TJ Price, greetings, allies. As Huber is the official king of hype, thank you. I have only one question for him and the panel. Is 2025? I love this
Oh,
question.
this is a good
I
question.
fucking love this.
You can feel it.
Is 2025 the most hype year in gaming history? Without even knowing any of the announcements at the Game Awards, between GTA 6, the Switch 2, and other titles like Monster Hunter Wilds, I can safely say that the hype levels that I've anecdotally seen are through the roof. The only years that I can compare it to are 2006 with the launch of the PS3 and the first year of the 360, 2007 with Halo 3 and Super Mario Galaxy, Or 2013 with games like GTA 5 and The Last of Us. What a time to be alive. Love and respect from Denver. P.S. Brandon's book, Willy World, is really good.
Yeah.
Heck
I'll
yeah.
take really good.
Yeah.
Really good feels really good.
Really good with an exclamation point as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
2025 is definitely shaping up to be one of the biggest years in the industry for sure. Anytime you're launching a new Nintendo console, that automatically raises it to the top. Anytime you're launching a new fucking Grand Theft Auto, that automatically raises it to near the top. Let alone both of those things. I know there's a lot of pessimism and a lot of skepticism that GTA 6 is actually going to launch next year. I personally believe it is going to come out.
Yeah, I do
personally.
too.
Yeah.
But regardless, that year is looking pretty good.
I think the most hyped year needs mind-blowing new hardware, and I don't think the Switch 2 is that. So I feel like a
Hard to argue.
99 with the Dreamcast launch is more hyped. I think that 2000 with the PS2
HD.
launch, GameCube and Xbox launched the same year in 2001. Honestly, I think those are more hyped because your world is changing.
Yeah.
when those like that's
Right, your
such a
perspective
leap.
is shifting.
Yeah.
But what if, for example, like we're saying, GTA 6 and the Switch 2, but what if the Switch 2 also pulls the Switch 1 and we get a new Mario
Right.
and a new Zelda?
Well,
So then you're looking at 2025 as GTA 6, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Monster Hunter, and then everything else that's also coming out.
yeah. I would give it to it.
Okay.
Yeah, what if what the Switch 2 is capable of is actually impressive?
Yeah.
Could be really something still.
And we're so due for Mario.
It's Donkey
We had
Kong.
Odyssey and Wonder.
It's Donkey Kong. It's his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
So instead of Zelda, because we've gotten so much Zelda lately, what if it was a Mario and a Donkey Kong?
No. It's Donkey Kong and maybe a Zelda, but probably something else.
Or Metroid Prime 4?
Donkey Kong is taking Mario's slot.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's his time. It's his time.
It is Donkey's time.
It's
yeah.
his time.
But it's also Mario's time.
Here's the thing. Miyamoto wouldn't be working on these little amusement park attractions if it wasn't Donkey Kong's time. He's playing it. Like it is DK's time. Who he. 2025 is like Donkey Kong's time.
Dude,
mark my words.
I am blown away that Mario Odyssey is we got Mario Wonder, of course. I'm not discrediting that. That game's incredible. 10
But
out
it's
of
not
10.
even close to
But
Mario
like,
Odyssey.
if you told me that Mario Odyssey would launch on the Switch 1 and that would pretty much be it, I would be like, no, lies. We'll get some epic DLC.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get another one. Like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're playing Mario Party Jamboree and we're happy with that. It's like, all right.
It's wild.
That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
All right. Can we play my game?
This one?
No. The game I want. I brought a game.
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay,
please.
all right.
My goodness.
So on my my Uber ride home, my mom texted me.
Yeah. Oh,
This is what she texted me. Games the mom wants to play next
mom.
year, now after watching the Game Awards.
yes.
So this game will be, just tell me she said that or she didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is from my actual list of games that my mom texted me she's interested in now after watching the Game Awards.
Okay.
Borderlands 4.
No.
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 Yeah,
No.
we start with the easy one.
No.
Okami sequel.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Too brief, too
Yeah.
obscure.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think the dog, like a pretty dog.
And the paint.
You know. Yeah.
One More Away.
I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
That was the moving one where you have the weird
Oh,
hands.
one move away. One
yeah.
more away. One move away. One more away.
Yes.
Sure.
No.
Relatable.
She said that. Yep. She
Yeah.
wants to play that one.
Relatable.
Okay.
Yep.
Intergalactic.
No.
No, she didn't say that one.
I was gonna say yes.
Black Frost.
That's the Long Dark
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yes.
Cozy.
That's a vibe.
She said, "Yeah." I'm
Yeah.
shocked by that.
Sick.
I saw that. I'm like,
Sneaking
wait,
across
why?
the ice.
That's a mom game?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
The
The
nature,
snow.
the environment,
Yeah.
the snow.
Yeah,
I think
alright.
all that is
Back to
attractive
basics.
to a mom.
Back to
Okay.
basics.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to basics.
Does your mom like to camp?
Not anymore.
But
In a time she did. Yeah.
Yeah,
in a
I
time
think
she did.
that's.
Does
Yeah.
she ski
Nostalgia.
or snowboard?
Oh, definitely not any longer. But there was a time.
Yeah,
where she was-
there
yeah.
you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Stage fright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wants to play that co-op.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
why I said
no, I
no.
know, but like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Like there was something that like was appealing to my mom about that trailer.
Okay.
Mafia.
I think that's
I
something
hope-
she would a movie she would like to watch.
No,
Yeah, I hope
too
so,
many-
but probably not.
Too many knives.
Yeah.
The reason I made this into a game is my mom said she wants to play Mafia.
Wow.
She saw that trailer and she said, "Wow, I can't wait to play
Yeah.
that."
Well, it looks like a good movie.
The
You know, it
historical
looks-
fiction,
yeah.
like my mom would
Yeah.
love. My mom would love to watch me play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, she said, "Yeah, I know that one."
Yes.
Civilization 4.
4.
No, because it just
4.
Oh, is it 7? I'm so sorry.
yeah.
I said 6 earlier.
Game's botched. No, she didn't say Civilization
No,
4.
no. They didn't really show a whole lot
Yeah.
of it. It was just the music.
Astrobot.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
She said yes.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did. Oh.
Astrobot, yeah.
She doesn't have a
Convinced.
PS5. She can't play that game.
Yeah.
Shit, this is the first time she
got-
heard about it.
I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go home and tell her like you can't play Astrobot.
My dad. Yeah. Every time I. Like once a year, my dad will see a game and be like, "I want a PS5. I want to play this game," but I know he'll play it for 1 hour and then never play it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry to disappoint.
Well, shit, I did get a PS5 Pro. So like, I wonder.
So give your mom. the
I
other
wonder
one.
if it's like just like, hey, if you want to play Astrobot that bad, here it is.
Give your mom the other PlayStation.
Yeah, it'd be a nice gift.
Good one, Kyle.
It's
All
an
right.
award winner, mom.
An
Now it's time
old
for,
PlayStation.
Now it's time for another Bosman staple. Hope everybody's ready.
I'm so ready.
You are now entering the new version of a classic. You will be probed between two questions, and you must pick, for you are now entering or wars.
Or wars.
Or wars.
Wars.
We got there. All right, who's going first?
Me.
Easy or hard?
You know what? I'm going hard. Ooh. And at times like these, we like you only grow through cutting deep. Scabs are proof of your effort. You know,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way to get through the tough times ahead is to become hard. And so like you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so like.
We should put this entire sentence on a t-shirt.
The only way to get through these tough times is to become hard.
Hard.
But yeah. You like, there's no easy option anymore. There will never be an easy day in the rest of anyone's lives. So you got to choose hard.
All right, who's next?
Me.
Warrior or mage?
So I know.
Don't think of me.
Yeah.
You do you.
I'm choosing mage. You can be a warrior in real life. You cannot cast spells in real life.
that's
I
hot.
want to be able.
That's nice.
I
That's
don't
hot.
even
I like
want-
it. I like
Good
it.
logic.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be able to cast a fireball and kill a room full of goblins. I just want to like snap and light a blunt or something. Like I want to like go like that and ice cubes fall out of my hand into my drink.
Right.
Or that.
I love it.
A lot of snapping and sprinkling.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I want to be able to, like Haku from Spirited Away, like whatever,
Yeah.
and petals fly out of my hand.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don, you're in this too, so it's just you and Jones left. Who's next?
Is Don listening?
You want it done?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You're next?
Yep.
Bone in or boneless?
Well, I've long loved the dream of boneless, but it's not possible.
What do you mean?
It's never worked in the history of time,
Oh.
and it never will.
So what's the answer?
Bone in.
Oh,
Okay.
Bonin.
All right, Jones. Oh,
Yikes.
the last one. This one's chill.
Gulp.
Winter or summer?
Winter. Because it's cozy. The year's over. You hang your hat. You're done. You take the time off. And of course, especially moving up to the valley. You can put on the layers to protect yourself from the cold, but you can't peel your skin off as much as you want to. It's 115 degrees outside. And it's speaking of hard mode in the future, it's just gonna get hard.
Yeah.
And so I got a drawer full of sweaters that I only wear a month and a half out of the year if I'm lucky. So I get excited. Long sleeves. Let's go.
I love it. I am gonna say that Gabby won that.
Yeah.
Gabby won that.
Yeah.
Gabby won that.
Thank you.
Gabby will be closing out the show. Some bets check in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because we are pre-shooting the remaining episodes for the year tomorrow.
Oh, big day tomorrow.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. The 2024 betting season is now closed. But we still have a couple outstanding bets to check in on before we get the final scores. Last week's bet. Bloodworth said that he was going to check the top 10 English reviews for Marvel Rivals on Open Critic, looking to see how many times we would find the term MCU.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damiani said 55. I said 55. I said 11. Isla said 12. Don said 20. Gabby said 12. Blood said 24. Only 7 reviews as of midnight last night.
Whoa. Okay.
Game Rant
Curveball.
0. Greg Miller actually was complaining about this too because he has the game on his fantasy critic and he was like, "Can more people?"
So does Jonesy.
He's like, "Can more people review this game, please?" Like, yeah.
Right.
Game Rant 0. Alt Car said 0.
Yeah.
But Who Though said 0. Xbox Era 0. Games Radar 0.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dual Shockers 2. Try Hard Guides 0. The answer is 2.
Yeah.
I am the winner.
Ooh.
Yes. Needed that one.
I'm shocked that many people showed restraint.
Yeah.
But imagine the usage of Overwatch.
Sure.
Whoa.
That's a wonder.
I gotta look
And you
into
can
that.
also say that from the movies, from the,
Yeah.
I think MCU is kind of
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
If you're talking about something other than Marvel, you would want to direct it.
What's kind of nuts though is some of their MCU skins are the best ones in the game.
nice.
They are.
They're really, really nice.
are.
Yeah.
The freaking the Spider-Man looks good and Iron Man looked really good.
All the Guardians.
And Wolverine, obviously. You get the Deadpool Wolverine one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They lock classic Wolverine yellow and whatever
Yeah.
behind a pay, dude.
I bet they do.
Jonesy,
Why?
you would hate this shit. So Wolverine has hair that goes down, right? Until he goes into Berserker mode, and then it flips up.
Super Saiyan. Yeah. He goes full Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it's
Like
so weird.
Like a bird or
awesome.
a cat.
Yeah. We have one more bet to check in our next week before we lock in the final results. But for now, that brings our scores to Stealthy Centipedes 13. Wet Hummingbirds 11.
That's Isla.
And Effervescent Hippos 11. Blood.
That's blood.
And then Optimistic Rat Gabby with 8. Fashionable Manatee Don with 7. And the Pompous Cocker Spaniel Damiani with 6.
No one can catch you.
So I think I win.
You won.
I think I win.
13, bro.
Hot.
Yes.
Wait, oh, and no one has 12.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, so you won? Yep. Wow.
Yes. I just didn't want to lose. Excuse me. Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. We are bringing you hours of discussion each week. It is out of control. We are talking about games for hours every week. So if you are here listening and investing your time, consider just dropping a little into the bucket. It keeps us alive. It keeps us fed. It helps me pay rent. It helps me fill my gas tank. Just a couple bucks in there. If you drop $5 a month, you not only get to listen to this podcast, but you get it 2 days early, ad-free, and the 2 bonus Love and Respect questions. You can submit questions to Love and Respect. They are so fun. And you get into the official Discord, and you get to vote on the top 10s, the Discord top 10s. These are so fun.
Yeah.
And our platinum producers get a shout out each and every week. This month, it is Jabawabs and El Dennis. Shout out.
Shout out.
Promotions. Last Monday's Power Rangers group stream with AJ and James. They are voice actors in the game.
You got to say full names. Who's AJ and James?
James Willems and AJ Lacasio.
Yep.
Couple of legends.
Gambit.
Gambit. Dude,
Fucking Gambit.
a lot. Like AJ's credits are
Gizmo, bro.
extensive.
We're
Yeah.
talking Gizmo.
Yeah, we got to play Power Rangers with them. It was so
awesome.
delightful.
AJ
That's
plays
awesome.
the Red Ranger.
Yep.
a
And
bunch of other
Zordon
stuff.
and
Yeah.
somebody else.
I don't know who the other people
James
are.
was Goldar.
Yeah, and the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's fun.
awesome.
Another fantastic beat 'em up. I mean, we are just feasting on beat 'em ups. It feels so good. So good. It's actually pretty hard, that one. What's really crazy is we played on hard, okay? You unlock Headache, but the only way to unlock Headache is if you beat hard. Yeah, okay. So we group stream on hard mode. We get like 3/4 of the way through the game. I go home by myself to finish it off. I end up dying. It deletes my save.
This is Power Rangers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you failed. This is game over. Your save is gone. Start over.
Damn.
Yeah, hardcore game. Legit, dude. Beat 'em up, baby. Tomorrow we are pre-shooting the 2 episodes for the break, so please be excited about that. One with previews and impressions of games. Isla and Bloodworth are seeing downtown. They're seeing a lot of games this weekend.
Cool.
The other will be our annual Love and Respect special. Plus, we have a couple interviews in the works that will either end up in next week's episode or will be posted on their own. And little Bloodworth note here: give Kyle and Jones opportunities to promote what they're doing.
That's so kind, Bloodworth.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Kyle Bosman is a Twitch channel I'm streaming at 3 days a week. Hilarious bits like Amanda moments happen all the time.
Man, I love this. This is amazing.
And then, of course, there's youtube.com/Kyle Bosman where you can see delayed input on a mostly weekly basis. Obviously, no episode this week on account of my travels to Los Angeles, but I'll be back next week with a whole new episode, probably about the trailers you saw this week.
Sick.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you delete your X account?
Yes.
I figured,
it's
yeah.
gone.
I tried to tag
Oh.
you.
That
Because
thing's
I know
gone.
you're never on there, but then I
Yeah.
actually tried to tag you for tonight. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's just gone.
Do you have
Yeah.
a Blue Sky?
I got a Blue Sky. I haven't posted yet, but I
Yeah.
got it locked in.
I also am on Blue Sky. I have not posted. I'm just enjoying getting followers, having not posted anything. It's fun. It's just
So
seeing
what'd
that
you-
number go up.
What'd you pick for your Blue Sky name?
Trailer Jones, same as it.
Trailer Jones.
At bluesky.social. I haven't. Yeah,
Whatever the fuck that.
The thing is, you're like that's the thing.
I have URLs, but they're not something I would want to
That's
be
your
like known
brand.
by. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah.
All right. But what do you want to promote?
I want to say. I just want to say for the record.
Oh.
Because we did a big stream and now we're done with the podcast, and I have not mentioned that Indiana Jones: The Great Circle is awesome. That I've been playing the hell out of it. So that's like
Yes.
been my week.
Take it away.
That's
Dude,
really what I am doing
60
lately.
seconds. Give him a review. 60
Well,
seconds.
the one sentence review that I told Huber is it is the Arkham Asylum of Indiana Jones games. They cracked it.
Love
They
that.
they cracked the case. They figured out how to do it.
Analogy.
I didn't realize that Indy is picking up a weapon, throwing it at a bad guy, and having him catch it. And me being like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
that's Indy. Like I felt very much like Indiana Jones, and just constantly being like, what's this? Okay. You want to know a fun Amanda moment?
Yes.
Amanda asked me to go to Bristol Farms to buy her sourdough bread, but it was a very particular type of sourdough bread. And so I took a picture of it,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I'm doing the thing. I'm like, oh, that's sourdough bread.
Amanda points for that.
It went into my journal. Yeah, that's good. At Bristol Farms.
Bread.
Yeah, okay. Gotta get that bread. As Hugh mentioned, I had a novel come out a couple years ago named Whirly World. It is about a theme park, but a guy who dies in a theme park and he's got to get the hell out of there. And I had a kid's book that came out a couple months ago, called Read It Again! ! That's a short little kid's book that families of all ages will enjoy. And I am on chapter 5 of my new novel, which I'm aiming to get out and promote next summer. That's my goal.
Very cool.
Are you allowed to say the topic or no?
Well, I've been watching, absorbing a lot of Mafia stuff, which is why Mafia 1 and 2 is on my. It is a celebration of Mafia and comic books.
Let's go.
So I want to get it out by the summer so I can
Let's
hopefully do a little press junket at the comic book conventions that are over the summer there.
Oh,
Trying to
damn.
get that done. But
If you need a PA, let me know.
When you're, as someone who's already written a novel, when you try to rush a novel, it's not a good idea. It's not a
Yeah,
good idea.
just
You want
ask,
to let those suckers
George
breathe.
Martin,
It's
right?
just like, it's just like Okami. It's just like, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
But no, it's an idea I wanted to get done for a long time, so I'm excited to getting it done. Soaking up a lot, watching Sopranos.
Love it. Funny. I rewatched it recently too.
It's good. It's a very good show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Trailer Jones still on X and on Instagram and on Blue Sky. So I'll be posting all sorts of stuff. I mean, kind of vacant from social media, but
you
I'll
gotta
be
promote those
getting
books.
back into it, baby.
The press.
Yeah.
Before we go to our winner of Or Wars to close it out, I just want to thank everyone that supported Easy Allies in the year 2024. I love you. I see you. I hear you. We all love you. Thank you so much. So much. Here's to 2025. And thank you, Kyle. And thank you, Jones, for
Love you,
taking,
Huber.
taking so many hours. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys are the best for doing this.
Big night.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
It's honestly, it's so fun. You did a great job hosting tonight, too. by the way.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Take it away, Gabby. You won Or Wars, so you get to shout out anything or anyone that's on your mind this week. You get the final word, and you get to sign off with your trademark sign off. Take it away.
Shout out to Red Dead Redemption 2,
Pandering.
a near perfect game. It's not pandering. I haven't. And my final word, I just want to say at the beginning of this podcast, I said that I'd like to be mean to Kyle once a year. And that is true, but also Kyle is good at taking the meanness. And I like when Kyle's here and when Jones is here. Yeah, of course. And my sign off?
Yep. Trademark sign off.
Okay. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Get the dream egg from the Moogle Chocobo Carnival to unlock the Master Assassin's robes for Noctis.
Or Wars.